We are back with another episode of Lost Legends. We are going to start in our usual manner of introduction. First up, we have Verdazin as.
Iala.
Then we have Cross as.
Talia.
We have Blackheart as.
Taryc.
We have Sammi as.
Nim.
We have Toby as.
Cassian.
And you have me, Yuli, as your friendly DM. Who would like to give the recap?
I can do so.
Take it away, Nim.
All right. Last time on people who do things on places and such, we returned and explained what happened at the lake to Mr. Fell. He had used his medicine and stuff while we were gone. We hodgepodged about the strange things we had seen underneath. We ended up kind of breaking into two groups. One group went to town to go catch the merchant. One last time with Torrenfell asking us if we could please get him some chocolates from Laril, from the merchant. If they just had some, that would be great. And no sneakiness behind that at all. And then I believe Noah and Taryc stayed behind because we had fussed very heavily about dragging. Yes, I know. We played music earlier. You're supposed to be quiet now. Fussed very heavily about having the two bodies of the monsters we had slayed brought back up to the surface so that they could dissect them and learn things about them and figure things out. And Taryc, being a ranger and quite knowledgeable of such things, went and helped Noah with that. They went into one of the buildings and basically did like a massive autopsy type deal on it. The party that went to town spoke with various different merchants in town. They went to the kind of like defunct general store, bought a bunch of goodies there. They went and spoke with the blacksmith, ordered some nails and some javelins for a certain knoll. Dropped off the fishing supplies back to Gerard. Then the party also was able to catch the merchant during that, and spoke to Mr. Baum before they left, getting some last minute goodies of chocolates and such. And the party, I think at that point, I don't think we did sell fish to the tavern keeper, and I think after that we found out information about a carpenter in town, but I think we headed back is mostly what we did. And meanwhile, back at base, I believe Taryc and Noah managed to complete their autopsies. It went really well. They managed to pull out an intact venom sac, I believe, from the one creature, which Noah was very much admiring, and then paralyzed them.
Yeah.
I believe is what happened there.
Noah.
I think the group came back the very next day. No, the group came back the same day and gave Torrenfell the chocolates, which he ate the truffle, pointed at Nim's pseudo-dragon and said, "Got you, you bastard!" Cackled and ran off like the crazed old man he is, and farther into the hovels that we live in. Claiming that that was proof that it was probably had to be a celestial or something like that of Bahamut in order for them to have fresh truffles from Laril. Then I think that's kind of where we ended. I don't remember much other than that.
Yes, we did not end on a spectacular cliffhanger like we normally do.
Yeah, we didn't. We kind of had like a fairly chill day. We were kind of like winding into a chill night, and I think that's what it was. So we kind of just like limped our way home after a terrible battle, and we were all in a very bad way when we got back. That was mostly it.
It was a cliffhanger. We don't know what Torrenfell's going to do now that he thinks Nam is tied to Bahamut.
Yeah.
You find yourselves all gathered back at the base. It's still relatively.
This episode of Lost Legends, Jewel won't know what happens next.
No.
Oh, that's
Minus-
right. You
Minus
need to
one
give me
inspiration.
episode titles. Can you do that? Send me episode titles. I can put them on YouTube.
Minus one inspiration for Verdazin there.
Do I get my bonus
You do get your bonus one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ate
Yeah.
mine.
Oh, yum 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 yum. You know
Listen,
what I'm doing
every
with
time I
yours?
hear a bad episode title, someone's going to suffer.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give that bad inspiration that got taken from Verd, and I'm giving it to my pseudo dragon. It used it for reasons, and it's gone. And it's gone.
Yes, you all find yourselves back at base. Torinfel's sort of wandering off pleased, and you have a moment to exchange, your discoveries, your your carpenting questions, that kind of thing. Ever again?
We spoke to the carpenter and such in town, and we are very excited. To get some things made around here. We're getting some nails made. We were thinking about having the carpenter come out and maybe start fixing up. I don't know what the rest of you think, but this place is kind of not so great.
It probably should be fixed up. At least a couple of them to actually sleep and whatnot.
They'd probably be good for that, and it would be nice to have a couple more sturdy cabinets. I think, especially with what we are doing. Do we also want to see if there's any of the defenses around here that should be shored up? The doors, the windows, things like that.
Probably check
Yeah.
most of the barricade on the. Is it actually true facing right now on the map?
Yes.
Okay, the southeast side, just in case.
Okay, that seems good. But
Having
we have. Okay.
Yeah. You first.
I was just going to say, we definitely could order more things in town. I did put some money down. I was only able to order you about 3 of the javelins right now. That I did not want to put too much money down, but the smith is going to start on them for you, Taryc. And
Thank
what
you.
are you going to say, Iala?
Getting an expert in here to check all the needs of this place is a good idea. I'm not sure how sturdy the doors are, or how long this place was abandoned before we showed up. But I saw everything from my point of view seems to be in good working order, if just a bit old.
Yes, it seems like it is sturdy, but it could use a refresh, and it maybe a sight of many people. Like as I keep bringing up, you do realize that when the Torrenfell broke the thing, the guild is going to likely send another group out.
We will need to claim our rooms then. I don't
That is-
want to be sharing everything with newcomers.
That is why I think it is important to establish very clearly what this group is senior. Is that the word? I think. Also, I have a question. I kind of glance off in the direction Tornfell went. When other groups come, there will be lots of questions, as there always is, as people start to live in close quarters. Are you going to be comfortable having Warlock in your party? And should I be considering my own arrangements?
As long as you are not planning to do anything nefarious to us, I do not see a problem with it. But that goes for any people.
Nefarious.
Your patron seems kind of nice. I mean, it gave us all that gift for free.
Yes, very, 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 very generous. She is. But it is a thing of I would not be comfortable with people on the larger scale knowing about my connections. It is easy way to get burned at stake, if you understand.
Okay, so hush, hush, quiet, quiet about that, right?
Yes, it would be very hush hush quiet quiet, and I need to know if that is going to be a problem, or if it is better that we just assume part ways at some point. I just want to have that
Forget next
expectations.
week. You're fine.
All right.
Cassian's
I-
actually shaking his head a little bit, like trying to get rid of a thought.
It is merely concerns of expectations because, if a party does not want to have such involvement, it is better to know because
We're doing
I do not wish to
fine
be
here.
betrayed later. That would be awkward.
As long as you are not planning to do any betraying yourself, I think we are fine.
It would have to be quite a hefty cash for me to betray you at this point.
That's great. That's always good to hear.
Yes, but I want to make sure that we are good at everybody's secrets and we stand stalwart together when no peer pressure comes into the home.
We were here first, so we will keep that solidarity.
Yes.
Understood.
We've
just
already
want-
destroyed things from the Eldritch Deep, so I can see that we've built some camaraderie here.
Yes, I am still worried about the thing at the bottom of the lake, but we were too weak to deal with it. I hope that my patron has more insight on that and may allude to it at some point. But
It is
I
something to
appreciate
keep-
the clarity.
Is something to keep in the back of our minds that we will have to probably deal with.
Mhm.
Whatever it is, it could be benign.
I
You never
really do
know.
not think that was benign.
I don't either, but you can always look in hope.
They tried to stuff us into an obelisk. That does not seem like benign behavior.
I am more worried about the fact that I am not sure why Bahamut sent Angel to talk to us. And Bahamut Angel, I try to think very hard everything Bahamut Angel say, because if Bahamut Angel come by, you have to take notice. Yes. They talked about sounded like fiendish plot down there. Maybe there are demons and devils. They bring
Mm.
Chul.
Do the demon? I do not know much about the demon kind, so I don't know.
Or maybe
Do
they
they
just
tend
think
to work
these,
underwater?
maybe they just think the Starfallen are of that ilk. I am not sure. But the bigger issue is if Bahamut is involved in an adventuring party, that is either very great things or very terrible thing.
That would be par for the course in this area, considering
Yes.
the plains nearby.
Yes, I am only bringing this up because I do hearken to the call of the Platinum Dragon. I have tried very hard to gain worship and learn of them. It is still very new to me, but I am learning a lot more about them in a closer sense than just the broad. But
How does your patron feel about that?
could we not talk about the very sensitive issues of my household
Oh,
right now? It
yes.
is very awkward. You do
Sorry.
not speak of that.
Just so you're all aware, Torinfel is hobbling back towards you all.
But I am concerned because Bahamut is a meddler, so it could go either way on what the purpose of this meddling is. It could be that we are destined for greatness, and I would like to believe that. Or it might be that we are the stepping stone of somebody else's greatness.
That is impossible. I am here, so it is obviously we are destined for greatness.
I'm sure you all are. However, you made a mention of an obelisk beneath the water, yes?
Yes, there is an
Yes.
obelisk underneath the water that had a very strong pull.
Marked?
It had markings on it.
Yes.
Um,
Apparently, something we're not allowed to read, according to Cassian.
Can I make a minor illusion of vaguely what it looks like, even if it's like not it's not gonna be accurate.
You can very much like minor illusion like the obelisk itself. If you want to try and recall in your mind's eye what the markings look like, I'd like to say
I don't want to be like completely accurate on the markings, but I will try. I will do the roll to
just
try. But
give me an intelligence check just to see how accurately you recall it.
this might not be very accurate, but I am trying very hard, Mr. Fell. You know what? I'm gonna use one of my inspirations.
Okay. That didn't help. So 13.
Oh wait. It's an intelligence check, right?
Yeah.
Do I fail?
It's hard to say because it's a gradient. You fail to confer correctly the writing on it, if that's what you would like to know.
So I just want to know if I can use my Factor of the Talisman.
You could if you so pleased.
I'm going to use my Factor of the Talisman. And add an extra d4 to that roll. And also I should have had guidance on. So.
I didn't know your guidance as well.
Yeah. So, roll d4. Alright, so
15,
an extra 6, so 19.
Oh.
It's not going to be perfect, but it probably is closer at least.
Okay, it's a legible script.
I don't know what it said, I'm sorry.
Did any of you pay closer attention to the scribings on the obelisk?
I tried to translate them, but Mr. Cassian over here said that was a poor idea.
Well, if you buy that might
I had
have
to make sure
been
everyone wasn't dying.
a wise decision. Sometimes ancient things can be troublesome. But if you can recall how the script looked, he is holding up a piece of parchment and a piece of charcoal. If you would try to scribe it down.
I can give it my best. Intelligence check?
Yep, see how accurate you recalled it. I will say it may be very sad with Nim because it says DC 20.
I
Not at all.
Yeah.
Oh, you could not. It's in fact impossible for Yalia.
I didn't go look, so
Cassian's the only one that took other one that took a close look.
I don't know if my mic is working.
Yes,
We
well,
can hear you now.
Okay. My mic is acting up. Okay. I will try to remember it.
Go ahead and give me an intelligence roll. Unfortunately, well, you have some vague impressions. They're no more accurate than Nim's depiction is. You sort of, try there with the charcoal, but you just can't. You can recall the general shapes. You might recall a couple of symbols, but the layout and all that, it's just a bit beyond. And Torrenfeld goes, shame. This means we will likely have to have another delving beneath the waters.
Oh, that will be very complicated. Wait, you said you could learn the water breathing spell?
I know it. I just need to prepare it, so perhaps on the morrow.
That might be good. We should probably check it out sooner rather than later, because it would be very bad if more Chul were somehow coming out of that place.
Indeed. For now, I suppose you should all try and rest up and, should I cook tonight? And by that I mean add to the pot. Although we do have some fish, so I suppose some cooked fish makes a change.
The fresh fish is very important to Taryc.
yes, I was planning on cooking.
A matter of
once we
faith,
kept-
yes. Well then,
that sounds like an Just a lot of pains that you cannot just eat whatever you want.
I mean, I can eat whatever I want. It's just I have to go get it.
Well then, I shall attend to my own studies, and we'll see about what we're doing tomorrow.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Very well.
He sort of hobbles off again, leaving you once again amongst yourselves. If there's
What
anything,
time?
well, I was going to say, if there's
time
anything, it's sort of about afternoon at this point.
Okay, so not dinner time
yeah.
yet.
No.
Wait.
But I was going to say,
Hey.
if you have things you wish to discuss, you can do so. Otherwise, we will do some time skipping.
I want to go check out my Bahamut book and do a few things. But if there's nothing else from the group of you, I will be off.
I do not believe I have anything I can think of.
All right, I will see you at dinner. Nim is going to sneak off after Torrenfell.
Okay. You can follow along with Torrenfell. Are you trying to hide from Torrenfell doing it, or you just
No.
Okay. You actually,
I'm not trying to startle this man.
Yeah.
I don't want to startle the high level wizard. No.
Oh,
I'm
but the
scared.
fun.
You actually see Torrenfell is not heading for the main building as he usually does. He's actually coming down here to what looks like to be a sort of sealed off mine entrance. He sort of you're not he sort of notices you simply because you have a pseudo dragon like sort of flapping around you, and he glances over his shoulder as you follow and goes, "Oh, yes, young Nim,
I was wondering if I could talk to you for a moment.
of course, please."
I have not told them about your friends. I don't know if they're your friends, but I did examine the armor. And I don't care.
He actually sort of he sits down
My
here.
angry pseudo dragon.
And he just sort of motions for you to like come up close wherever you please. And he goes, "Yes. So, what do you make of them?"
Looks like they are dead people's bodies inside those armors. Probably some sort of flesh golem, necromancy. I'm not sure.
Necromancy would be apt. Most people would be perturbed by this. But yes, they were.
I think you are not a bad man, and I understand more intently what it's like to make decisions other people would not agree with.
He smiles a little sadly and goes, "It's very kind of you to say I am not a bad man, but I am not a bad man, and I am not a good man in my own mind."
I am not a good person either, so I think we are fair. I just want you to know I have not told them. I tried to talk to Iala about it at one point, but
She's being far more caged about things.
she does not wish to ally.
And one that
I
does not wish to trust in you is not someone that you should entirely trust in yourself. I understand.
Yes, but you are very forthright with us, so I will be forthright with you about it and say it. I will not say anything. I will let you do it when you wish to.
I appreciate your candor, young Nim, and truly I wish to be as honest with you as I can be, but I will admit there are secrets that I am keeping that I will likely keep for a long time. Still,
There are some secrets we keep until the time we part, I think.
of course. And I think that is true for mages, whether they be self-taught or educated. Among others, everyone draws magic from the same source, and we all want Morgani's eye, so secrets are important. But it is nice for you to know at least some of mine. Relessa and Kellon were very, very dear friends to me.
I could tell from the way you talk to them that they are not just throw away names. So
Well,
it is,
I
yes.
know that, and I sincerely am glad that they have departed and moved on. Part of me still likes to think they're there in some aspect.
Companionship. It's hard to lose friends.
Very hard.
But I just wanted to let you know I do not want to disturb whatever you are doing in the weird rock cave. Have fun with that.
I am
Are
trying
you
to
sure you
figure-
should go in there by yourself?
He sort of gestures at the sealed up entrance. I am not even sure how to. I was pondering if it would be sensible or wise to open it up, see what was within there.
Oh, also, Mr. Felt, she's going to clamber up on him a bit, and she's going to pull out of her backpack that sliver of purple gem and put it in his hand. This does not match what you had on the other gem.
He looks at you briefly, and he just smiles wryly and very deliberately opens up his component pouch, drops it in, and you see another couple of slivers just like that in there.
I nod, and I go, also, it was very strange that there was an entire cave of dead bodies that never rose up, and Noah just didn't seem to care.
A test slightly under my own control seemed wise for some new adventurers.
I figure it might be something like that. You seemed a lot more in control of them not coming to kill you. Anyway, I am going to go read the book from the scary angel that has disrupted my life. And I will see you at dinner.
May I give you another little bit of advice?
Yes.
Bahamut is a good god, and I'm sure whatever they're doing is important, but the schemes of gods sometimes overlook the safety of mortals.
I have tried to warn the others about the fact that we should have some trepidation because we are but budding adventurers, and having an angel be involved so early in our lives does not bode well.
Indeed. But I will do my best to make sure that you are all safe.
I know you will. You have not abandoned us.
But you must understand, unlike that first excursion of ours, nothing more will be a test on my part. It's all very real.
It felt very real under the water, I'll tell you that.
I'm sure. And I am gravely concerned about that, more so than I maybe am admitting to everyone. Your patron, she is some kind of water spirit, say, one of great power. Judging by your ancestry, I am willing to bet one of the Shin. Will it?
That sounds like a very good guess. She may well be. I say with a smile.
The vessel, I am not entirely uneducated, and he just smiles.
No, you are a very dangerously smart mage.
You have such honeyed words. Well, please, if you are still speaking with your patron, give them my greatest respect.
I bow my head and go, I will convey this to my patron, and that you have respect for her, and I think that will bode well. As it is not a dangerous circumstance, I believe, to be in company of someone in her service. Nim says kind of proudly. I am a little nervous that Iala will not speak of their patron, no. I do not know what being could possibly coerce a beautiful dragon.
He ponders and
power.
just shrugs a little and goes, frankly, it might not even be concern on her part. Dragons are proud creatures, and to admit that your power comes from something else.
You think she is too proud to admit her bond?
Perhaps. But
Oh, that is sad.
oh, sometimes that sort of pride can propel someone forward, so...
Mm.
Not all traits that some view as negative are entirely so.
No, they are not. But I would just like her to be true to herself, you know?
No,
Yes, my pet Nani is
just
very loud.
he just nods at a bit and seems to like appraise you briefly before he just sort of leans in a little closer and goes, "I myself suffer from great ambition, pride, vanity, lust for power. These are terrible traits in their own right, and yet have propelled me on a great career that has helped a great many."
There is nothing wrong with being greedy and knowing what you want.
Exactly.
If you are in absence of these things, you end up being too pure for other people to relate to you.
Yes, nobody wants a paladin in the party, do they?
Or a priestess. One of my best friends went on. She became a priestess, and she was insufferable.
Oh, clerics generally are.
Well, I am going to have this reading now, but it was good to talk to you. I hope that you can be a good mentor to Cassian. He could learn so much from you, I think.
I would hope so. And while you and Iala may not be wizards, I hope to teach you some tricks at the very least.
Yes, I hope you could teach her a couple tricks. I am, of course, far too amazing to need any kind of tutelage, but I would definitely pay attention if anything was shown to me.
Indeed.
Right, and I'm gonna toddle off because I don't want to like keep up Torrenfell from doing what he's doing. I was just wanting to go by and just be like lay shit out and then go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go sit and read my Bahamut book.
Okay. Anybody else have any pressing things they want to do? Otherwise, I will just be asking for how you're going to pass the time.
Well, the rest of us are still in the main room, yes?
Yes. If you wanted to have a conversation once and then wandered off, you could do it so indeed.
As Cassian's pulling out his book. So, has anyone else noticed?
Oh, actually, I don't think you were conversing in the main room, were you? You had met up. Actually, we hadn't really defined where you guys met up, so yeah, we'll say it's the main room.
We were in the courtyard, so. But
Courtyards, indeed, then.
All right, well, Cassian's not going to say anything out in the open. So Cassian's moving inside.
Right. If others want to accompany Cassian.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Right. You going Taryc, or are you staying behind?
Following because I'm going to start, even though it's just noon, might as well get everything ready to start doing all the dinner prep, make sure everything's
Noah-
cleaned up and everything.
Yeah, Noah's going to start cleaning themselves off.
Right. Immediately as you head on in, Taryc, the sort of large sort of wrapping of blankets that you've been using to haul that egg from place to place, they seem to be jostled off of it.
Gonna go over there and take a look around.
As you're looking around, it shifts a bit.
That hasn't happened before.
And then there is the just slight, you can see the pressure, that's ever so slight hairline fracturing.
Just gonna turn to the scoop. You're all okay with dragons or dragon kind or these some sort of lizard,
See,
right?
Iala just kind of gives her a look. They better be.
I mean, you're not a lizard.
You're talking about dragonfall. And I am most certainly not a lizard.
I'm not 100% sure that this actually is dragon, but
The drow you
Right,
purchased
right,
it
kind
from told you that its hatching could take a bit of time once it started. So this might not
Yeah.
be today, might actually last through the night into tomorrow, but it's
Okay,
something you need to keep an eye on.
yeah, I'm gonna kind of rework the wrappings on it so that it's a little
Well,
bit still cover covered.
Congratulations are in order. It seems that you are going to be a proud owner of a reptilian child, I suppose?
That's what they said it was going to be. I
I don't actually
know it's
know.
sometime supposed to
I
be
suppose
a
it would be
trig
difficult to
egg.
check.
Yeah, I've never seen one quite like it. I've seen reptilian eggs before, but not one of like this. Can I see it from like where I'd cook and everything, or is
Yeah.
it okay? I don't need to move it then.
Now, I imagine you had it somewhat close to the fire anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thus, I was told to keep it cold because we know all kinds of things get weird with this type of thing.
Yeah, with Taryc fussing over the egg a bit. Cassian, you have them all alone for a little bit.
What's that? Sorry.
Cassian, you have the group alone with you for a little bit. Sans Nim.
So, has anyone else noticed anything odd about Master Fell's golems? Are any of the golems in the room?
No.
Okay.
Anything strange?
I mean,
Such
besides
as
the fact that they're a golem,
No.
They've been really friendly.
They actually respond.
they had not responded to me.
aren't they
Not
supposed to
vocally,
respond
but
to him?
if you watch them on occasion, and I've seen it once, it was a very slight thing, but you know how occasionally if someone starts talking to you and you're not paying full attention, how you kind of shift your head to listen to them? The bigger one of
Yeah.
the two did that. And it shouldn't.
Oh, why not?
Golems,
How else would you know
You're-
if it was listening to you?
it's just the way its head shifted. Because I gave it some information and it started listening to me.
Well,
Not-
that's good, isn't it? You wouldn't want a golem
It-
to ignore you, right? When you're talking to it.
Well, it wouldn't need to shift its attention to pay attention.
I mean, neither do people, but we do anyways.
No, I think there's something else going on with the golems.
At this point, it would not surprise me, considering the things Fell tends to get on with it.
Us?
Us?
I
What?
mean, you said that he gets on with, and pretty sure the only thing he's getting on with is us right now. I might be confused.
Well, she ignores that. They are probably strange golems in some sense. Why don't you go and take a closer look at one if you are so inclined?
Well, before I do that, I want to get other information before I start potentially pissing off someone who's much bigger and more powerful than I am.
Why don't you just ask Thornfell then? If you're so afraid of them.
I'm not afraid of them. It's just something is off.
He already knows that he practices some arts of the eldritch kind. Maybe he learned a thing or two.
Maybe.
I do like. By the sound of it, it sounds like we have smarter golems than normal, which is a good thing, right?
Sounds like it.
Golems are either golems or they're sentient.
This is a topic I'm not well versed in, So I'm
Either-
sorry if I don't have much to add to this.
Either it's magic running the golem, or there might be a soul trapped in the golem.
Oh. Well, that doesn't sound good.
No, but if no one else is noticing it, then it might just might be my mind playing tricks on me.
Well, one did catch me before I fell off the tower that one night.
You almost fall off the tower.
Oh, something
What?
to do with of oh
About this time, Nim, you can be wandering in.
Hello.
oh hi Nim.
Hello, Nim.
Ellie just shakes her head at Noah.
I'm just gonna go over and start reading their book. Just they're talking about whatever they're talking about. It's fine.
So the planes are pretty dangerous. Don't look at them.
We've established this. And yet you did it anyway.
It was very weird. But it was okay because I was caught by the golem, which was very nice of them. I forget which
Yeah.
one was there with me.
Think you do well falling out of the tower.
I believe it was the larger golem that was there with you. Not going to give you the name of it because I don't know if you'd remember it, but you know it's the bigger one.
Most likely it was the bigger one. I don't know what their name is. I forgot.
You forgot their names?
Yeah,
Uh,
try not to fall
I'm-
off.
Is just attaching names to faces takes a little bit for me. That's all.
They have faces?
It's Kellon.
Yeah, it was Kalon. The little one is Relessa.
Ah, okay.
I feel
Helen
they're
and
close enough.
Vanessa.
Do they actually have faces?
They don't have faces, they have helmets.
Oh, no, I was in character.
Oh, that's in character? Okay.
Yeah. That's
It is
that's
close enough for a face. A face standing. Well, just don't go falling off the towers anymore,
Speaking
Noah.
of which, the smaller golem walks into the room, picks up Master Fell's backpack, and carries it out.
Evening, Larissa.
Seems to just ignore you carrying on its orders.
I'm
Mr.
guessing
Fell
there's
is checking out the cave.
Where is he now?
Yes, I was very curious about it.
I'm gonna grab a broom and start sweeping up.
I'm curious. I'm gonna go take a look.
Why did Bahamut give me such a big book?
Yeah, turn page. You wondering that, Cassian?
Probably get.
Also, why is this book so big? Why are religious books always so big? It's very self-aggrandizing, I think.
I don't know. It looks pretty much like an average book to me.
Maybe harder to take it away from where it's
It is
supposed
very
to be.
pretty, though. Look at how nice the handwriting is in here. It is very smooth.
Cassian,
Yes.
you wander out and you can see Relessa just wandering down the path and following the curve down to a mine shaft where you can see Torinfal is sort of knelt down and just seems to be drawing onto the dirt in front of the cave with like his staff.
And I read what the circle is from where I am.
Depends where you are. Where do you want to be? Are you following all the way
if
down, or are you trying to be sneaky? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm not being. I'm a centaur. I don't do sneak.
Then, if you want to wander straight on up, you could take a look.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna wander up.
He sort of turns his head and gives you a little acknowledging nod. And as you wander over, go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Okay. You think? Let me check the spell level. Yeah, that's good enough. You think that this is some derivative of a sort of see and eye spell for the ability to create a moving, invisible focus for somebody to see through.
Cassian's turning his head, ears kind of shifting a little bit. A scry's, a divination spell. Kind of localized scrying, but mobile.
Yeah, very good, young Cassian. Yes,
But there's... I don't recognize the syntax. Kama por, shouldn't it be por amka?
no. That is if you want the spellcast to be coming from yourself. I'm attaching it to this location so that it may be maintained by this sigil instead of my own concentration.
Ah, okay.
By doing that, I can just tap into it whenever I please. I don't want to be stuck here exploring this cavern potentially all day, so returning to it while the power lasts will be handy.
All right. Well, that seems like an interesting spell. The redirection of concentration, however, is really intriguing.
Yes, isn't it just? He chuckles a bit and just sort of settles down onto the dirt and lays his staff across his lap and goes, well, once you grow in power a bit, maybe we can see about you learning this spell.
Oh, that'll be a while.
Still, something to aspire to. What can I do for you, young Cassian?
Oh, they just said you were looking into something, so curiosity.
Ah, yes. The
But I'm not a cat, so the
curiosity.
really isn't going to kill me.
Well, no, I find curiosity kills most people in the end, especially in the adventuring line.
Well, not my first selection of work, but it pays well.
My first death was entirely because of curiosity.
I just got the living bejesus beat out of me.
Yes, but you came out alive.
Oh yeah, with the bruises to show for it, which is fine.
I do wonder, though. I'm not sure I could have resisted the urge to examine that object down there.
Oh, I got warnings about that long time ago.
Browbeaten by your party.
No, my master had been reading a book when I was like 11, 12, and I just happened to be on a shelf above him, and I peeked over, and he instantly figured it out and snapped the book shut, looked at me, and goes, "There are some things that will drive you to madness simply by looking."
Ah, yes. Very true.
I'm just gonna say, mentally thinking about Cassian on a shelf above, meaning he had to be on a ladder as a centaur child. That had to be
It was also followed by Cassian going, "Help, I am stuck."
He was standing on the top of it like a goat.
I like to
can't
think
down.
there was a series of yelling that happened. One, don't read this book. Number two, what are you doing on that ladder?
Well,
But I kind of recognized the symbols, which is what jogged me to start warning people.
yeah, that's good. It's very good. You will have to gauge in future how worth the risk knowledge is. You'll have regrets eventually, I'm sure, but, well, don't we all?
Oh, regrets make us better for what we are. Lets us learn. Though I would regret if I don't ask a question.
Please.
They are... Kellon and Larissa aren't standard golems, are they?
Very little that I do is standard.
Kellon actually seems to be, rather than just flat out following orders, is interpreting them. And showing intelligence.
I wouldn't read too much into it. It's true, I grant them a little more autonomy than most golems get. I want them to be able to adapt to a situation beyond just their standard orders, so I give them interpreter orders, which not the wisest thing generally of golems, but I believe in their functionality.
So you just have extra layers of spell work aside from the base spell.
Essentially, it is magic beyond standard golems, yes.
All right, because I was getting worried there that you might have trapped a soul in the golem.
There are many ill-advised things I am willing to do, young Cassian, but to trap a soul is distasteful even for me. Especially... No. There are no souls bound here.
Well, that makes me feel far, far better.
Wondering just how unscrupulous I am, huh?
Not so much that, but it could have been a flight of fancy when you were far younger and they just happened to be around with you since then.
Yeah, he just sort of waves a hand at you and goes, "Oh, I would actually hope that you are suspicious of me."
And Cassian's just going to quirk an eyebrow, look at him. To quote my master, "You know magic. You are suspicious."
Oh, even those without magic are suspicious. Everyone is suspicious. You should never put blind trust or faith in anything, be it a fellow mage, a fighter, the barkeep, the priestess in town, or gods and all that. Be suspicious of those closest to you. And that might not necessarily turn out to be anything, but it always pays to have an open eye.
But if you suspect everyone, then you really can't trust anyone.
Oh, no, quite the contrary. If you're suspicious and keep in mind every motive they might have, every double cross they might consider, and every potential betrayal, then you become to understand what you really can trust about a person.
I will need to consider that, Master Fel.
Yes, wisdom or absolutely incoherent ramblings for you to figure out, young Cassian.
Little of column A, little column B.
Being a mage, it's a realm of doublethink. We know the way things should be and how we want them to be. They are not compatible and we make it so. We just have to extend that thinking further.
Again, I will take that into consideration. And Cassian's going to stretch a bit. If you find anything interesting in there, please let us know.
Well, I'm really hoping for some very valuable ores or something, because this town is not particularly wealthy and we will need funds.
Well, we could always take up farming.
Over my dead body.
All right. Well, thank you for the talk, Master Fel. I hope you have a good day, and I'm going to go back inside.
As I advise, it is starting to get chill again.
Oh, it's not even that. It's just we've heard about what the plains does to people.
Ah, yes. Sends a tingle down the back of your neck, doesn't it?
It almost caused someone to jump off a tower.
And he just looks up into the sky and just because somehow it makes the entire expanse feel claustrophobic.
In a way, but I have to wonder, has the plains always been like this?
My little reading suggests that this has been this way for a long while, but I am educating myself as much as you are educating yourselves, I hope.
All right, well, that kind of blows that hypothesis out of the water.
Or
Literally.
what? That I have some grand knowledge of the planes?
No, that the planes started acting the way they are when the obelisk unburied itself.
Well, I would suggest that you shouldn't write that off entirely. You're assuming the
might be a
obelisk unburied
side effect of the
itself.
plane. There was an area surrounding the obelisk that was clear of all debris, and the water levels dropped in the past 2 weeks.
Yes, but that might not necessarily be the obelisk. It might be the doing of another.
Well, just in case the obelisk became unburied and then started the problem, then we would need to bury the obelisk to stop the problem outside. But they're linked. They're not linked. Not in any way I can see yet.
However, two very strange things in the same place that are still worth considering any possible ties. Which is why I will want you all to go back and look at that. I will try and teach whoever wishes to examine it the ability to still the mind, or if you wish to just take some scribings, try and remember what's written, I shall take the risk myself of translation. But I need to know what it says.
Cassian's just going to pop his back. I have prepared explosive runes.
Oh, I would hope not. Such a trite measure to take.
Sorry, one of my master's other apprentices love to say that all the time. But I will be getting back inside. We'll see inside when you're ready to come back in, sir.
Indeed.
And Cassian's going to trot back.
Okay. Cassian's heading back.
Damorab, I have a question for you.
Oh, what?
Oh, good. I was wondering, before we go bed tonight, or do watches, would you, and I don't know if anybody else would like to, I was thinking maybe we have all this candy and chocolate, and clearly we don't need all of it. I bought a lot of candy. I was thinking maybe we leave little offerings to the Fae in the woods nearby. They were kind to us the day we came in, and we should show respect.
Oh, that's a good idea. I was kind of hoping to see what kind of they are in the area anyway. It's
Yes,
good
I
to
was
know your
thinking-
neighbors.
It is always good to show respect for the spirits of all the wild near you, and it is good to be a good neighbor to them. So I think maybe we take some of the chocolate and sugars and some of the chocolate. Not all of it. We only have 2 bars of chocolate, and we have the truffles. So maybe we take like half a bar and a bunch of the sugar candy.
I don't
think
know
that-
if we need
I
to
think-
be that neighborly.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's good.
I will take a couple pieces that I can carry, and Nami, these are of course your pieces. No one's going to take them. Pat, pat.
The tongue's extending.
Yep, I give Nami a sugar candy.
It is gone within seconds.
Not feed.
Not a
There's
bad
just
idea.
there's just a
Feeding the
crunching-
sugar.
there's just a
but
crunching
Nami,
sound.
we will drop off a piece for the Fae in the woods, and that will bring us good fortune. Okay?
You're getting questions of why? Why?
Because then they will be nice to us, and maybe they give us presents.
Presents food?
Maybe.
Nami is unconvinced, but will do as told.
Sometimes you have to do things in a very transactional way, where you give somebody something and then you hope they give it back in better.
Dumb.
Also, you hope they don't come and take your candy. Sometimes you give them a little bit so they don't take it all.
Nami seems to be feeling threatened by these fey creatures now.
All right, so I'm gonna pack up. I got a bag, and I'm gonna put like a couple pieces of candy because Nim can't carry that much. And I'm gonna say maybe we should all leave like little pieces. Maybe when Cassian come back, we all just make a little like leaf thing out near the woods, and we kind of say, hey, Faye, if you're out there. There you go. And then if you want to commune or something, I don't know what the Moreb do. But, you're supposed to be close to the nature spirits, right?
Yeah. I probably could say something in Fayish. Maybe they'll be able to understand that more.
I would love to hear you talking fish.
Okay, so I think I'll take one of these chocolate bars and make that my offering.
The whole bar? We only have 2 bars.
Well, I said I was taking the bar. I didn't say how much I was going to give the bar.
Oh, but if you take and they don't get the whole thing, I think they'd be mad.
Is it? I'm guessing it's in a rewrappable, like.
It's in wax sealed parchment paper. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, you take what you're going to take. I'm taking this little bit of sugar candy, and I have a little, like, nib of chocolate, because I can't get a whole thing. I'm just, like, a little nib of chocolate from one of the ones. All right, I'm ready.
I'm going
Is
to
it-
snap off a piece of the chocolate bar for Noah's offering.
I wish we had a bottle of wine.
We could always see what's here.
There is not much here. Noah turned this place inside out. Does Cassian come back?
Cassian will return shortly, yeah.
Okay. Iala, do you wish to participate? Bribe the neighbors?
What's this about bribing neighbors?
I was saying that we should take some
That's
of the
a good
candies
question,
and stuff
Talia.
and go leave them with the woods for the Fae. Because they were kind and the wisp brought us back to town, and we should be kind back and share our good fortune with them.
That-
Listen, I would like to have good relationships with my neighbors so that they don't try to shank me in the middle of the night.
It's a good reason.
Is that a common problem from where you're from?
No. But I am very suspicious of people since I have started to travel. I have heard very, very terrible stories while I was traveling on the boat. I was there for like 6 months, and it was a long time to hear lots of bad stories about people apparently go missing in alleyways all of the time.
Eric's gonna break like 2 pieces off.
Doesn't make sense either.
Chocolate.
They're usually like dead end alleyways, apparently. They just go missing in them. I don't understand how you can walk into a way that there's only one way out and then you go away.
I mean, they probably take them out the same way they went in. Sounded like he wasn't
Then
just
how
to
did they go
disappear.
missing?
I'm guessing we heard more than just.
I
people
wasn't
go
paying
missing.
attention to half these stories. I just
I
like
figured.
I was just in and out.
They usually someone's waiting for them in the alley. Were you not listening to the entire story?
No, not really.
That does explain some of the questions you asked on the ship.
Right. So, do you want to head out into the woods?
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
The woods, to the woods with you.
The woods.
No, so you can actually find out that the plains are where all the Fae are.
All right.
No, it was the woods.
You all start trekking out of the building together. As you do, you know, he's actually sort of out of sight, but he hears you moving, and you just hear Torrefell going, "Where are you all off to?"
We're going to leave candy for the Fae.
He chuckles and doesn't actually say anything else. Right. You're going to leave the compound. Tell me, are you just going to the edge of the woods to make your offering? Are you going further into it?
I think we just go to the edge of the woods. It's late.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on the base map then, select where you're leaving your offerings.
I would like to go here. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong thing. I think this is my input. We go either here or here. I like here. Actually, I really like here because of the fallen log.
Like the fallen log.
Yeah.
There, yeah, it's a good idea.
Alright, you head on over to there, and as you all arrive there, and you look at the fallen log, and actually, it seems like a good place to make an offering. Go ahead. Can everyone give me perception checks?
Do I fail?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm using my thing.
Ah.
I am now a 20.
That's a pass. Oh no, you can do it.
I can't talisman anymore today. I need a long rest.
Oh. I just suddenly thought, do we have any music still? Are we still
No.
on the no music? Okay.
There.
Okay. All right. Iala and Nim. As you sort of wander over to this log and it's like, oh, this seems like a good spot to make an offering. You guys can start laying it out. Iala and Nim. You will notice on a tree nearby, just we're gonna say this one, appears to be some carving on it.
Oh, what does those carvings say? Do you see them? I'll point them out for anybody who doesn't see them.
Yeah, once it's pointed out, you can all see it's a little strangely like high up in the tree, not like unreachable, but like a standard-sized person would have had to stretch to do it. But yeah, there is a carving there. You'd have to get closer if you want to examine it, but you can do with ease.
Is this one safe to read?
I don't know. Let's check.
Noah's going to go up to it and look at it.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and check some people's sheets real quick. Okay, Noah will have this, so I will just ask straight out. Does anyone other than Noah have Sylvan?
No.
I do not.
Okay, in that case, Noah. You will see a carving on a tree in Sylvan. Very. Oh, actually, you know what? Give me an investigation check as well. Yeah, it's going to be fairly low DC. So you will see this isn't carved. Like it's you can see like the underwood past the bark, but you know it's actually it looks like it's the wood has shifted or grown in this way to show it. Like you know when you get an exposed little knoll or knot in a tree, you see the under the bark. It looks like that, but in a pattern in Sylvan script. And it says the compact is made. One second, I'm desperately searching my notes for names.
Did you say compact or contact?
Compact.
It's kind of like an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There we go. The compact is made. A cell, which I will. You see this name written.
Nah, it's close.
It's I'll just write it. A cell is promised to Pan.
Oh, what's this? A cell is promised to Pan. Is this? This is Sylvan. And is this? This seems to be a type of I'd like to say Fey work. The way that this tree is molded, is certainly not carved in.
You said that it says a compact is made?
Yeah.
A
Is this?
cell is promised to Pan?
Oh no, is this another
That
warlock?
sounds like a marriage contract.
Oh, that too.
And I was going to
Same
ask,
thing.
is this like a lover's heart on a tree that's just happens to be a Fey?
It depends on what the compact was. I don't see any.
Is there any heart symbols?
There are no heart symbols now.
This it may be more arranged marriage than that.
Arranged. I don't think people with arranged marriages carve their loving words into trees. Or maybe it's loving. I don't know. It was. I don't. That doesn't seem very
Nim-
romantic.
Nim's gonna
But-
pull a leaf over and start loading up the sugary candies, and then bow her head respectfully at the tree and say, "Great Fae spirits, I do not know if you are here and you can hear me, but please accept the sugary, delicious offerings. Thank you very much for your guardianship of these woods." And then we'll hope Nami do the same, though Nami does not want to
Nami
part
is,
with candy.
yeah, Nami, like, you really have to stop Nami from just, like, eating what's being placed down.
Yeah.
Go push against that neck, no.
No, wait. This is not for us. Don't worry, we'll take more later from inside the house.
Anyone other than Nim making offerings?
Taryc
Iala
will.
puts down a bar as an offering, but a little bit more of a silent thanks for the
Hey.
guidance when they first arrived.
Are you
bar? A
putting the
whole bar?
entire bar down? Remember, we only have 2 bars total.
Oh, we only have 2 bars.
Chunk?
Yes, she gives half of what she has.
Okay, you probably do like a square or two of chocolate, which is
Yeah.
it's a good offering. It's a lot.
Taryk's gonna put down a couple squares and
Nim was
thank
more
you.
heavy on the sugary chocolate candy because she
Yeah,
couldn't
cheap.
carry that much. Yeah, it's also it's cheap and also she can carry more of it. So she's like, chocolate's dense.
Okay, I was. Is anyone not making offerings?
I will make an offering. And after thinking about it and hearing that statement, Cassian's going to put down 2 truffles and go, Pan, Essel, have a good night.
So everyone makes. Are you doing an offering, Noah?
Oh. Yes. I just need 1 second.
I hope we will be good neighbors.
Hopefully they take good care of us.
I don't want to put my responsibility of living in their hands.
I will say, as you all sort of finish making your offerings, continuing the perception checks that were previously rolled, as you glance up, Nim and Iala, deep in the woods, you almost don't catch, like, you don't see it, and it's a little chilling. The moment you move it, you realize it could have been there all along. There is a shape far behind a tree, deeper into the woods, a sort of shadow of a figure. The only visible thing, these green with like that little underhint of yellow eyes, long curled fingers of black shadow grasping around the tree, just this head with these long antlered horns of, again, black shadow. The only thing peeking out, it's tall, very tall, taller than any of you. And you only catch notice of it because it slips back behind the tree.
Okay, I am
Uh,
ready to go back behind the wall.
Let us go back and get our rest. We have had a long day.
Noah is going to say in Sylvan as they put down their chocolate.
To those who may concern, my words to heart that burn. to make amends that we be friends for many years I yearn.
What did you say? It sounded beautiful.
Oh, just a little limerick so that,
Oh, wait, this is Faye. I hope we will be good neighbors. I hope we will be good neighbors. I hope we will be good neighbors. There. Maybe that will come true. I go. I will start heading back. Come on, Nami, let's get some more candy for you.
what's the matter, Iala? Looks like you saw a ghost.
Well, it probably was not a ghost, but I don't want to be spirited away already, so it's going back inside now.
Someone as
Oh.
beautiful as you should always be worried about being spirited away.
Iala goes,
That was incredibly concerning to say.
What? If I was very powerful, I would steal Yalia.
That's true.
that is... Well, I am a high quality.
But I am not as powerful as Iala, so I could not overcome her. She is dragon, so that is natural.
Yes, yes.
I
Do
could take
praise
it.
me more.
I'm going to start running them back to the house.
You guys can get back in. Torinfell seems to still be. Actually, he's done his cursory glances. He's getting up at this point. You sort of see him walking up the path back towards the house as you guys come into the fort. And he goes, all done making friends.
I sure hope so.
Yes, the big antler thing out in the woods was very suspicious.
The what?
What big antler thing?
Oh, the really big one that was grasping the trees in the back. I'm surprised that you were so calm.
Oh, I wanted to see the big antler thing. Why didn't you tell me?
Because it would
It
have
was
been
already
rude.
gone.
Oh,
Thank you for not mentioning it beforehand. I don't know. I don't know what would happen.
Spooky.
Spoopy.
You saw it as well, Yalia, right? I saw you stiffen when I saw it.
Yes, that is why I kind of want to go back inside now.
Yes.
oh,
Their hands were so big and they were dark and they grasp around the tree trunk, like all around it, like big fingers.
oh man!
It was
I
huge.
wanted to see that.
Well, maybe you make more offerings and maybe you will see them sometime.
I don't want to give any more chocolate. I want chocolate.
Yes,
I mean-
the selfish needs of ourselves is always very difficult. This is why it is hard, because, Fae wish things to be given freely.
Probably other things that they would take, right?
So you've caught the attention of a fae.
Probably.
Sounds like it.
You are certainly making a lot of strange friends today.
It is better to have allies than enemies, yes?
That
True.
is wise words.
I am going to go to bed. I have made it through 5 pages of my book, and that was a lot of hauling.
Eat first.
Yes, we should.
Yes, I promised Nami more chocolate.
That is not. Please feed
I
your
am-
pseudo dragon things other than sweets.
They
I
like
will-
the sugar, though. It
They
makes
like
them strong.
everything,
Okay.
and you must be their ward against getting fat.
They could
Getting
get
fat
dragon
sounds great.
diabetes.
Nami, getting fat sounds great, right?
I mean, tilts her head in confusion.
And Nami, it is when you eat so much, your body gets bigger.
Bobbing head rapidly up and down.
Yeah, Nami says fat's good. I want to get fat someday.
What attribute can I roll for cooking with?
Dexterity.
Dex, okay.
You do a fine enough job with the fish. You are able to do some fish. You can cook up some of the potatoes if you want.
We have
Yes.
2-day-old stew we can eat.
Yeah.
All the stuff in it. We've also got potatoes and carrots and
Yeah,
all
you
sorts of
have
crap.
options.
Yeah, you have things.
Yeah, fish makes a nice break from the stew, and you were able to eat and get your filling.
Should we do watches again tonight, everybody?
This is probably still a good idea.
All right. Noah, could you do me a favor and not spend your watch on top or your sleeping time on top of the tower when everybody else is down here?
I don't really feel like doing that at the moment.
If you want to stand outside and look at the stars just outside the building, that's okay. But just all the way up the tower, it's very hard for me to go back and forth and check everybody.
Well, after the other story that we heard, maybe not be on the tower while asleep. You know.
I will take first watch.
Okay, then I'll take second through the rest. I'm probably
What?
not going.
Wow.
I'm probably just going to be wandering.
Oh, okay.
And I'll take the last fun.
Okay.
I guess I'll take the. I guess we'll have a couple people awake then.
I'll take last
Oh.
watch.
Already have someone on the last.
Then I'll take second to last.
I guess I will take the other.
Okay. All right.
The middle watch.
Your guys' watches actually go without incident tonight. There are no weird feelings, no luring voices. It's a little dark. There's apparently a lot of cloud cover for the moon tonight. So it gives it a slightly eerie feeling, but yeah, you're able to keep watch without incident. Once again, Kellen seems to be at the top of the tower, watching out towards the plains. And before Lorne? Before
Oh,
Lorne,
no,
Lord.
no, I don't want to be before Lord.
the morning is awakening you all. Torinfell seems to get up early, not quite out beating trances, but he's doing the old person thing of I fucking barely sleep. And he actually takes care of heating up some breakfast. Doesn't seem to want to eat stew this morning, so he's just using some fat to fry up some quickly sliced potatoes. Healthy meal. And
Nim's going to grab food really quick and then sneak away out of sight for a bit. See if I can do that. 18.
18, I believe.
Actually, I get advantage because
you do. A 26 definitely beats any passives, and I doubt your buddies are actively looking for you, so you are able to.
I'm ditching my pseudo dragon during this.
Okay.
So
distract them with more food.
Yeah, I'm leaving them with lunch or breakfast, and I'm gonna sneak off, and then I am going to use my genie vessel really quick, because it will have reset, and I am going to go inside and grab all of the items.
Yes.
That were in there previously. Say my little thank you to my my dear patron, and then come back out pretty much immediately.
You try to, but as you are preparing to come out, a gentle hand sort of doesn't grasp you. It just curls around you.
My patron.
My sweet, you did good yesterday.
I hope I did. We are going to investigate the weird pillar underneath and make sure it is not a agent of evil in the water.
Those things are foul creatures. They ruin the waters around Thule. To find them here is disheartening.
It is.
However, that is all I sense. Their masters do not seem to reign here, and the only foulness I now feel is that rock.
The rock under the water?
It carries undesirable reality, foul energy.
Yes, we are going to go investigate it further and see if it is something that can be dealt with. I do not know if it is within our means. Great. Patron, I am worried that it might not be within the capabilities of my group. Is it within yours? You are so powerful.
But I must be wary of how I spend my power.
Yes. We will try. But I would like to clean this water for you.
Do this for me, my sweet, and you shall have even more of my love than you already do. Consider it a
Liv puts her hand to her heart, like, oh.
consider it a test of your abilities and your growth. Prove that you can deal with this by your own power, and I will be most pleased.
Yes, I will do my best. I will make you proud.
Our power also lies in our ability to leverage others around us.
Nod. Yes. For we are clever, and we use tools.
So, tell your mage friend, the old one, that I hear him.
I will. I did not know if I should let on that you sometimes seem to know things that are being said there. But it is good that he is respectful.
He seems genuine, but I feel the honesty, it hides something.
You can still be honest and have ulterior motives.
You can
Yes.
indeed.
But it is at least true that he respects you, and for that I am pleased with him.
And he must respect you as well, carrier of my power.
Of course.
Enjoy your day, my sweet.
Yes. And I will lean out and kiss the hand that was touching me.
She seems pleased and
My
releases you.
beautiful patron. And then I will go out with all the sisters. Somewhere in the building that we're in, there's just a cacophony of clattering.
Anyone that was not already awake is going to hear that.
All this crap. So yeah, I'm getting all that stuff out of there.
Taryc's gonna come rushing over to the area, kind of like, what's going on? But
Oh, could I have tried to attune to that rod that I had?
Oh, yes, easily.
Oh, okay. What did it do?
That is a rod of the Pact Keeper.
Okay, I'm keeping that. Screw you all. That one's mine.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
I was like, oh, there's a rod in here. I'm gonna try. I was actually hoping it was gonna be what you call it, but the you know the ones that you clicky the button and it sticks.
the
Movable
rod.
rod.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
it's
that's
gonna
too
be
much
a
power.
rod. Oh, it's too much power for me. Okay, but yeah, I have a long pole, a mysterious key, a shiny gem that clatter to the ground with them just looking shocked. Is Cassian up? I have some things that he should look at.
Would you like me to gather them up for you?
Yes.
Taryc will pick up the items and where's Cassian up that I saw?
Slowly getting out.
Slowly getting up.
Okay, so using the alchemy jar for salt water. Got it.
Yeah.
Quick way to wait.
Nice.
Okay.
Better than the mayonnaise choice.
Torin fell
yes.
serves everybody up their breakfast as you're gathering these items up. And
I'm going to put them on part of the table that I do not use for preparing and cooking and stuff because I don't know where they've been.
Cassian, do you want to identify these?
Sure.
Okay. Well, you have
And
a
I
very
will
nice
do
way
it
to
as a
do so.
ritual.
Yeah.
Going to take time.
You start identifying them. You don't need to do the rod because Nim's attuned to it and thus understands it. But the gem is a gem of brightness. It is a gem with a bunch of charges that allows it to do some functions. It's shedding light, doing some blinding effects, and once the charges are gone, it'll just become a mundane gem. But it's got quite a few uses on it. So
I'm guessing the rod's the +1.
yes, the Packkeeper is a +1 one. The key is simply a mystery key. It is just a item that when you insert it into a lock, it has a 5% chance of unlocking it, and once it does so, it disappears.
Not about that thing.
Oh my god, I love mystery keys. This is great.
So you have a key that has 5%
Right.
chance to unlock any lock.
Who wants to have a key they can constantly put into things and go, does it unlock it?
That sounds like a Noah item.
It does. Noah comes face to face with a locked chest, locked door, lock whatever. Just, I have a key for this. No, I don't. I have a key for this. No, I don't.
Cassian's holding up the gem. Gem of brightness. It glows. It can blind people. It has limited energy in it. Once it loses its energy, it's a gem.
Oh, so it's worth money.
Will be in the future.
I mean, it's worth money now.
Cassian's holding up the key. Whoever named the spell needs to go and get a better idea how it names things, but it's called a mystery key. You put it in a lock, it may or may not unlock it. Once it does, the key disintegrates.
Oh, that's fancy. Does it work for any lock?
It can work for... there's a chance, remember, a chance that it will unlock it. And that's any lock that you can get it into.
Oh. That sounds handy.
But it's a one-shot item. Once it has unlocked something, its magic is spent and and the key evaporates.
What about the pole?
Did you give me the pole?
I did not carry it. Taryc did, though.
Brought everything in.
Okay, then what is a rod of the Packkeeper?
No.
That's the rod.
Oh, what's
There was a separate pole. That's right.
Yeah.
Just a 10-foot pole.
Oh,
I out of character know what it is, but in
it's the pole
character.
collapsing, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep, you can identify that as basically it's a 1 foot long rod that can become a 10-foot pole.
Oh, now that's handy.
Yes, then
And it can go back and forth.
Cassian's just holding the rod. It's a pole of collapsing.
It was just some weird little trinkets that we found on the dead bodies when me and Noah were trapped in the scary cave.
Cassian's going to flick the rod and just let it go stretching out. I love these things.
Swish, swish,
Swink.
swish.
And he's going to set it back down.
Oh, yes. That reminds me, out of curiosity, you didn't see any adventurous marks while examining those bodies in the cave, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
In fact, I thought we tried to grab those, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember doing that too.
Yeah, I will have dumped those out too, if I had them. Because I know we basically we tried to loot everything off the body, so we
those would have
got
been
their
on
marks.
the table then too.
Yeah. Yes, we have all of these.
He looks them over and he just goes, better write these down. Let's see, this one was Lato. Bobifer.
Did you say splat? Did you say splat?
Lato. Lato,
Lato.
Bobifer.
I like Splato.
Lato and Bobifer, nice. How's your Aegis doing?
There is
go
now
in.
a substantial crack through it, and you can even see like part of the shell is being like pushed up.
It is getting closer. Can I make a check to see if I have an idea of how much longer it might take? I'm probably gonna get disadvantage
Yeah,
on it
go
if
ahead
anything.
and give me a nature check.
Standard or dis?
Standard.
Okay.
14.
14.
Sometime today, probably
Uh,
before nightfall.
Sometime today before nightfall. Might make hunting today a little tricky. I'm gonna guess it's probably not within the next couple hours. I can probably guess.
Maybe. Like it could be. You don't think it will be, but it could be.
Do you
Okay.
want me to have Nami stay here and watch Baby Egg? And they can alert us if anything starts to get more active?
What if Nami eats the egg?
Nami's not going to eat the egg. Are you, Nami? Baby inside.
Nami is actually going to flap up and perch on the egg. Flares the wings out a bit, nestles down.
Immediately, and then immediately get knocked over.
Nami be parent.
Oh.
Nami be
Suspiciously
good.
egg-shaped Nami.
Just think, if Nami stays here, Nami won't catch any more frogs for you.
Nami's head perks up.
I could go catch some frogs for Nami.
Yeah, frog
If
for
Nami would
Nami.
like.
I would like to try frog.
The question is, are you all going to be attempting to dive today?
That depends if you have magic that couldn't allow us to do so.
Die? What are you talking about?
Dive, Noah.
Dive.
Oh, I
Dive.
misheard. Oh, okay. Yeah, diving sounds great.
I have indeed prepared water breathing.
Everything's supposed to read.
Would you rather wait, Taryc, so that your baby is hatched?
I don't know if it would be more worrisome to have it out and about or have it inside there. The problem would be if it hatches while we're down there. I don't know what it would do on its own.
You should likely be around for the creature to imprint on.
Yes.
Maybe we should take today in then, and we go tomorrow?
That probably would be a good idea.
Yeah,
I
we
do
don't
not-
need everyone to just go get some little writings on a rock. Yes? So,
Yes,
and
that is true.
if the threat is dealt with, then you should be free to explore.
I mean, I can stay near here, do a little hunting over in the forest to try to get some for dinner while waiting. If I am gone a short time, it shouldn't be a big deal for it if I go now. If you all want to go to check it out, it is more of motion at the
It's
three
sort of
spellcasters.
It is kind of a bit of an academic thing, and I am not a learned spellcaster, so I do not have.
Then may I suggest some
knowledge.
distribution of tasks?
That seems like a good
Yes.
idea. Please, sir.
He points at Cassian and Iala, and he goes, I want the both of you beneath the water.
that is fine with me. I was curious to see what this is all about anyway.
Okay.
Noah, I'd like you to accompany Taryc into the woods. While she hunts, I would like you to see if you can find any more evidence of our fae friend. Nim, you would be suitable for either place. Where would you choose to go?
All right. Do you know an Essel at all?
He looks surprised, and he sort of pulls out a piece of scrollwork and goes, yes, well, by name, Esodidra.
This is.
The dead adventurer.
Do you know if they were in a
Lucky that.
relationship at all?
I am not aware. Let's see. There was Esildidra, Martin, Parepa. He actually frowns when he's saying that. Did I say that right? Parepa. No, Parepa. Yes. Orton Path, Eremias, and Lamb.
Ma'am.
He will actually just show this to you. It's a list of names. You can see that Martin and Eremias. Oh, sorry, I missed out Essel's name there. Essel's name. Martin, Orion Path, and Eremias were gold rank adventurers. The rest of them were silver rank.
Ah, yes, this is the same name that was on the tree with Pan.
Pan.
It was like a marriage contract of the what was it?
Well, it said it was a compact. We don't exactly know it was marriage, but the fact that it was carved into a tree.
The compact is made, so and Pan belong together forever. It is say, I think.
Has promised to Pan. Essilthus promised to Pan.
Ethel was promised to
Usually
Pan.
promised means
Marriage.
something like that.
I thought.
When
When you promise your heart to somebody.
Typically, yes.
This was in Sylvan, by the way, in case the.
Well,
if there's any
curiously,
type of.
she was listed as a sorcerer with Fey bloodlines.
Oh.
Interesting.
However, he actually looks at you, Nim. Sorcerer's disguise is always useful if a compact was made.
Oh, might be a thing. Yes. I think I should go with the water group. As it is interesting to my patron. Also, she sends her regards to you, Mr. Torrentfell.
That's quite appreciated. Very well then. If you wish to delve beneath the deep once more, I will not be doing that. I'm sure you understand.
Mm-hmm. I hope your hands feel better.
My hands are actually doing quite well. He sort of rubs the bandaged hands a bit.
Are you going to manage the cave?
I might peek in there once more. However, I'm going to actually try and send some word out, sending spells, and see if I can arrange for a delivery of more texts. It'll take time, but better get them ordered in. I want to see if I can acquire more info on the thing below.
Of course. To the depths!
Yeah, once more.
To the
Nami,
forest.
Stay here and guard the baby.
No, Nami bobs her head and for a lizard to try and fluff up is a sight, but Nami is trying to puff up, cover more of the egg with their entirely too insufficiently small body.
I'm going to try the best in Draconic I can go. Thank you, Nami.
Nami looks at you cluelessly.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay. So Taryc and Noah head into the woods, and the rest of you head back to the water. Torrenfell will cast water breathing on you.
Yeah.
I think as a courtesy to your patron, he doesn't actually do it on you, Nim.
Yeah.
Even though he gives it a look of like he is the sort that would normally double up just to be certain, but deliberately deigns not to.
When he comes back, I do say, she also said to tell you that she hurt you.
I understand.
And now they're mortal enemies.
Right. Okay. Forest group. Taryc, if you want to go ahead and give me a survival check.
Okay, that's my character sheet. I am
We're gonna
going
get
to.
fish.
I do have
I
wander.
am
just
accounting
so
for
you know.
that. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Give me a survival check, please.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay.
Uh,
You wanna?
I'm gonna actually use the inspiration.
Okay, much better. You will actually be able to bring back a small stag.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually get to do some proper hunting. Noah, if you would go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay, 16. Noah, how are you going about trying to contact Faye? Or are you trying to contact Faye, or are you just trying to get any sightings? What is Noah doing?
Noah is going to I think going to contact Faye, and in order to do that, well, I would say this would. I think I want to kind of have Noah start playing their viol and
Bit of
playing
merriment.
some, yeah, some like I don't know if there's like Faye like tunes that they can play or
You can have some music, just based on your heritage, it's associated with Fae. Whether it came to Fae or they favour the music, like is a bit up in the air. But yeah, you've got some tunes that are heavily associated with the Fae.
okay then.
And doing that, actually, give me a performance check as well, please.
Performance
14. Yeah, okay. So we're going to stick with that first position roll.
There's what was this viol? It was a magic viol.
Are you proficient with the viol?
I am.
In that case, you
That
have
means
advantage.
you have advantage, so you would have a
Yeah.
19.
So that's
Okay.
a 19. And which case, and yeah. Oh, and yeah, you do have a nice fiol, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, from Bahamut.
Yeah,
Which you should have the information for that written down somewhere, I think, right?
Yeah, I think I wrote down what it was.
Yeah, so you might want to double check what it is.
Instrument of Illusions.
Instrument of Illusions. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We're going to say that for the context of this check, that is also going to give you a +2. So that's a 21, in fact, which means it's going to look some stuff up, in which case we're giving you advantage on your perception because of that. So 21 perception. No, you don't exactly make contact. However, as you are playing some merriment, and I assume using your Instrument of Illusions to create some nice effects going along with it, you will see and hear sprites. They don't approach you. They seem where you're coming close. But every now and then you'll catch sight of these little figures flittering from tree to tree, hiding in bushes, chittering, giggling. Catch sight of some dancing, but that's about all. But that is definitely Fae presence in these woods, unmistakably.
Okay, so now that no one knows that, Noah will do some jovial waving, nodding at them. They're not going to approach them unless invited to do so, but they're going to like have little figures dance with them as they play, and kind of find a stump to sit on and kind of just play along to the sprites.
Right. Eventually, Taryc finishes their hunting, and you notice the sprites disperse. You can't keep the music up forever. You know, the energy starts to wane, and they don't approach you during that time. But as you guys make your way back, you pass that spot where you made the offering, and you see that your offerings are gone, which could just be wildlife taking them. But you will see there is actually something left there.
Oh, look! Acceptance!
What you will find
Really?
is a wreath of tulips.
Is this like normal size or small?
It's. How do we define the size?
Is
there?
it
Like,
like
is
thing
it
you go on a,
could be
is it like
a
that goes on a
cra-
door or a crown?
This could be a crown for one of the normal sized people in this party.
Okay.
Look, Taryc! A gift!
And no one's going
yes.
to place it on their head.
Okay.
How lovely!
Charisma saving throw.
No,
Saving throw.
that was willingly put on, so there's no saving throw.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. And yeah, you guys return with your bounties.
Have we seen tulips as we've been around here at all? said they were
Go
tulips, right?
ahead and give me a perception check in retrospect.
Okay. Come on. Let me click. There we go. Perception.
Yes.
21. Okay. I just was suddenly like, are these... So it isn't going to be a wait a second where those come from.
But to the water group, because it was well marked where you guys were, you know, you did some good landmarking. You find that spot again without too much trouble.
It's also
And-
really obvious because it's like this big flat area with nothing around, and then there's this.
Under the water, but above the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you dive on down. Sorry, I had to spot up. You dive on down, and yeah, there is that obelisk. It's even actually a little bit clearer. You know, all of that murk and muck has had time to settle down. It's not disturbed by the creatures or you. What would you guys like to do?
Iala is gonna do a quick search of the perimeter for any of those extra. Is it just double check if there was anything dangerous around, just to make sure they aren't ambushed a second time?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Right, you do not see anything.
I am also.
Hey,
going to
this looks
look
clear so
around.
far.
Okay, you're gonna do a perception check as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my time looking around here. I'm also double checking my spells to make sure it's nothing useful that I want to cast instead. Yeah, I'm doing that. Okay. Perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair. You also do not see anything.
Nice. My 18 does not help me. All right. Cool. So I look around and I go, well, it looks like it is what it is. Are we supposed to decipher what this text is?
I don't
Yeah,
know how
we
to
can't-
take an imprint out of this.
It's not like we could use ink and stuff underwater.
Torinfell was ambiguous in his guidance of that. He said, you know, bring him in information, or he did give you a talk on you've got to know when to take a calculated risk, you know. He just wants to know what is written on this. So this is your solution to figure out.
So there are outside the circle. There'd be rocks and stuff, right?
Presumably. I mean, even inside the circle, there would be rocks and stuff, and you just might have to dig in the murk a bit.
Oh, and driftwood. So Iala is gonna swim out and grab a rock and some driftwood.
Hmm.
No, just actually some driftwood, and come back and use her knife to just kind of carve the symbols she sees into it.
Okay, so driftwood is. Are you deliberately looking for something large that you with like a surfacing
Yeah.
you could easily do this on? In that case, go ahead and give me an investigation check. See if you can find something suitable.
All right.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. You're going to find what looks like it might have been a board from a bolt or something. But you are able to find a board. It doesn't feel nice to hold. You know, it's got that underwater sliminess. Might be disintegrating a bit, but you bring this over and yeah, you can carve into this.
This, I think, would be the safest way to bring it up. She starts transcribing it onto the wood.
All right.
It is the safest way.
In that case,
And if that doesn't work, there is a far more risky way.
you don't
I
have.
am going to investigate the danger hole.
You're going to investigate danger hole. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm healed up, so
you do not feel any pull as you approach it.
Do I see anything inside?
Yeah. You see, you know what like arcane work looks like. Like there's certain patterns of circlings and so on. It just doesn't involve any draconic as such. It is this same scribbled language, but this hole clearly has like some manner of ritual circle in it.
There is some sort of ritual circle in here as well. This may be important.
Cassian will go. I'll go over and take a look.
Iala, I'm going to ask for you to go ahead and give me a dexterity check to see how well you carve. You do it okayly.
I am no artist, but this is looking pretty good. She puts like out her thumb to measure it and keeps working at it.
I will say with that roll, you're not going to be able to fit all of the text onto this.
No,
Okay.
the text.
You can get like two sides of the obelisk.
You don't need the entire thing, I think. Maybe I can go find some more driftwood to carve the rest of it. What are you seeing down there?
Do you want to try and figure this out?
I would like to.
Both Nim and Cassian can give me Arcana checks at disadvantage.
I will spend my last thing so I can do this even.
Well,
Well, you may as well
Darn.
roll it and then re-roll.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yuli,
Uh-huh.
can I use my inspiration to get the advantage?
No,
on that
you'd be re-rolling.
Yeah, I want to reroll. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, no.
Man, if I just
I mean,
used it for
technically
the
rolled
advantage, I
better.
would have been better with the 16. Ah!
If I re-roll it, it's going to be worse. I know it.
You're going to stick with the
You
19?
did roll a 19.
I mean, if you reroll it, you still take the better of the two, right? So, because that's how
Yeah.
that works. Isn't
So if
it?
you rolled worse
Yeah,
than
so-
19, you still get the 19.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll do it.
18, no. Unfortunately not. And unfortunately, you do not meet the DC. Whatever this, like, you guys can identify that it is a ritual circle of some sort, but beyond that, you're clueless to it. Unfortunately, this is incredibly hard to do if you don't even understand the language there.
Oof, that is very difficult, Cassian. I do not understand the language. Do you have any way to understand the language?
Not really, and it's making my eyes hurt, but there's a way I can try something, but if I act weird afterwards, drag me to the surface, please.
I could read it, but some people don't want me to. She says a little bit bitterly.
Why don't you try
Cassian's
anyway?
giving her the side eye. You can try it now. It's a calculated risk. If you want the madness, go for it.
I
Don't
don't
like
think
your
you,
tone.
Weren't we told? Didn't Thorin say he was like teaching a way to like steal the mind or something today too? Or did I miss?
Torin
thinking.
did not cast anything on us
Yeah.
for that.
He mentioned potentially teaching you guys something like that. He didn't mention any time frame or so on.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I think
Cassian is going to draw his circle in the muck and cast Detect Magic on this.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic. Let me just double check. Nothing.
All right. Well, it's magically inert now. It might be safe.
I mean, it's
It's dangerous. It's up to you,
it is
Iala.
it is wasteful if we do not find anything out.
Well, I'm curious anyway, so bring me back to the surface if for some reason, knock out.
Do not
So
put me in
I
charge of
think
this. I will
a
not
little
feel
bit of
okay.
writing
Okay,
won't
good
do
luck.
much to me.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages on myself.
Okie dokie, you cast Comprehend Languages. And now do you want to read the obelisk?
Yes.
Right. I would like for
Walking
you
the big and fucking.
to give me a charisma saving throw. You're a warlock, you should be good at these. Okay, you are only going to be given a short-term madness. But do you want to roll it or do you want me to roll it?
I'll roll it. What am I rolling?
A D100, please.
This could be exciting. The madness table is wildly varied. Oh my.
39. Okay, you start to read this. Don't worry, you will gain some understanding before this madness like sets in. But your companions aren't going to be able to get it from you because you suddenly feel a fear overtake you, Iala. This object, the meaning behind these words, it's explaining something, but there is a power to the language, and you find yourself swimming away from this obelisk in just a desperation to get away from it as you become frightened.
Galia? Galia?
Going after her.
And roll me a d10 as well. She swims for 5 minutes. It's only after those 5 minutes that that fear begins to fade. Your mind begins to clear.
In the water, she's kind of gasping as she slows down.
I don't bother chasing because there's no way I'll catch up. So I'm going to stay where I am, and what I'm going to do instead is I'm casting Fey Fire on the obelisk to see if there's anything hidden.
Oh.
It's just a wild gamble. Like maybe this will do something because I have this as a once a day as a racial now. So
I will say your spell seems to act weirdly on it. Like it's almost like the fairy fire's being drawn into it, but it keeps sort of refreshing around the edge. So it's almost like it just bleeds into the stone. But beyond that, nothing else.
Okay. And make a mental note of that and wonder if they're coming back.
And Iala, what you read doesn't make sense in the term of your language. It's not ordered correctly, and I don't mean just in syntax. It's like it is structured for an entirely alien mind. But what you got from it was the impression that a great being had put this here as a cementation of its promise to the cattle, to its food. It was being a shepherd protecting its flock. a great being that cared little for mortal kind beyond what it can offer it, going, there is something here that is a great threat to you and a great threat to me, and this stone will help ward you against it.
This is a message to the cattle that it will protect us, the cattle
You
against.
feel like it's not exactly a message to you, but it is a message for you. It's a promise to you, even if it's not intended for you to read it, to know it.
She just kind of rubs her arms, kind of calming back down as she's kind of gets her mind back from that.
But what you get from it is that, and in essence, what this boils down to in your understanding is one of these beings, an aboleth or something similar, saw that there was something worse than it here and was trying its best to protect mortals in this area. You also understand that this obelisk is fueled by sacrifice.
That is bizarre. She just whispers to herself. So, she floats in the water for a little bit, just thinking to herself and calming down.
Cassian can sort of guide you back towards Nim as you're sort of like calming down, thinking.
Oh, Cassian.
And as you guide you back towards Nim, you do see that obelisk, and like it does, like it causes a freeze in you. You don't feel that urge to flee, but you forever imprinted. You don't like this thing, Iala.
Yeah. That was unpleasant, but I have a minor understanding of what this is now.
I'm making it glow. Does this help?
No, I'd really rather not see it better in the dark waters than I already
You don't
could.
like the dark, ominous obelisk being highlighted by witch light?
Yeah, it's like purpley pink flickering light in the depths. Or green. I don't know what color fairy fire is. It's the thing.
It's your choice.
Yeah.
I think it's time to leave. She grabs her piece of wood. There is. I have a vague understanding of what this is. It's strange.
Do we destroy it?
I don't think that we need to talk to Ferry about this because I'm not sure if destroying this is the best of plans. It's a a defensive totem. Feels
No, they do not care about whatever these things thought they needed to defend against, though.
it's something that it was afraid of and wanted it not to escape. I need to know more about the creatures that would put this forward, so that way I know what they might be afraid of. It's meant to protect their cattle, which, if we are talking about the Aboleth,
There are no cows here.
the
I would know. I would bow
Aboleth
to
treats
cow.
the other races as the cattle, I believe. Or so I've heard of the stories of most bigger things liking to rule over that they consider weaker than them. So this is meant to protect them and whatever they saw as cattle.
So it is meant to protect what they feed on.
Yes. What that means, I am not completely certain if we are that feed or. I don't want to be near this thing anymore. Can we talk above the water?
Let's go.
Okay. All right.
All right.
She leads the way to the surface.
Nim has a longing look, thinking of all the eldritch blasts she would like to hurl at the obelisk right now as we swim upward.
Right, you guys swim upwards and you reach the surface.
Oh,
Fish all over.
spitting out the water. All right, that is done. Uh, so I'm still not completely certain that we need to destroy this, but it is not is a very kind obelisk. It, this circle inside, I think, has something to do with sacrifice. And that is what those things were trying to do to Cassian, sacrifice it to the obelisk.
Oh,
That
that's
seems about
lovely.
right.
I wonder if we can just sacrifice such as a goat or a cow to it, if that would work.
I do not wish to empower this thing that I consider evil.
It might. It depends on how we use it. It could be. Well, it's probably evil to begin with. She says as she kind of back strokes towards the land. But if it's meant to protect from an even greater evil, we need to get some information about the past of this area. It might actually, as Torin said, be involved with whatever is in the plains. If that is the lesser of the two evils.
It might be, but I only can tell you that my patron wanted that obelisk gone. And she
Well,
is
it's
very
not
wise.
going anywhere yet.
It could. It just took some hard work and determination.
I really would like to understand what the writings meant by protecting things from whatever that is, what it would be protecting the cattle from. So
I will wait for you a while.
let us give it a day or two more so we can decipher what I've written down so far and talk over with Torin. If
As you wish, we should probably not try to destroy it without everybody present anyway. And
that
this
is
is
what I
a
mean.
beautiful day. There is going to be new baby.
I hope that comes out without complication. It'd be grand to see such a such a cute little thing breaks through the shell for the first time.
Yes. Let us head back.
Okay. You head back, and for the sake of convenience, both parties arrive back around the same time. You sort of wander into the base. Taryc, with your wonderful feast, which I don't know where you want to hang this or butcher it now or whatever. Do you want to just hang it
I'd
up for
wanna-
now?
I'd well, I either would have. Yeah, actually, need to bleed it is the big thing.
Mhm.
That'll
Yeah.
cause issues. So I'll probably
That's just,
There's gotta be an area that I can
you do the
set
slip rope
aside
and
for
hang it
doing
up.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, over here actually seems to have some like things on that outside that are meant to,
Okay.
hold a carcass and let it bleed.
Wire and a hook.
Yep.
Yep.
You're able to do
So,
that. And
get that.
you all find
Bring up.
yourselves back in here. And Torinfell sort of looks up and goes, any luck with your endeavours?
Yes, I got
we
scared.
can't. You do
Ah,
not need to do that.
forest party first.
On my end, we have a stag that I am currently bleeding and then gonna butcher. And Noah, you.
Yeah,
So,
I've confirmed Fey presence within the forest. Also, we got this nice little hat.
It's a nice little crown.
That's very pretty.
Gift is
It was-
acknowledged then.
yes, it was where we left the offerings.
I hope I can take it off.
Noah attempts to take it off.
You can take it off.
Oh, thank
The
goodness.
vines have grown into your
Flowers
brain.
start to grow in its place.
That is good then. Contact is made, and perhaps further relationships can be established. And what of the watery adventures?
Oh,
You have a piece of wood, Iala.
she passes it over.
Oh,
Uh,
clever.
we wrote down some of the writings, but I decided to take a reading of it myself with by translating it, and it was a little bit of an unpleasant experience.
That is quite the risk you took. Did you glean understanding from this attempt?
Yeah. It sounded as if it is meant to be a protection totem. To protect the, she puts up quotation marks, cattle of this land from something worse than their masters.
He actually frowns a little when you say that and goes, that doesn't make any sense. Perhaps we are mistaken. Nabalef would not care at all for us.
I'm only saying what I have gleaned. It is confusing, and there might be
Isn't there partial healing potion somebody find on True Body? It had curse on it, yes?
What? I know we found these little bags.
No, we found the healing potion with the
Oh,
with
yes,
with the cursed
potion of-
potion. Did
She takes
anybody
that out
show
of her
that
bags.
to Mr. Torrenfell?
She takes out the half a healing potion.
Oh, yes, this is the one you mentioned with the transfiguration, yes?
Yes.
Also, Mr. Bram, when we were in town, said something about a fiendish plot when we talked about the lake. Would Aboleth be fearful of fiends?
He scratches his head a bit and goes, fiends not entirely, but the maleficence of hell, perhaps.
Would they perhaps maybe be clever enough to use the fear of fiends and hell to drive people to subservient to them? Not like actually giving protection, but lie.
It's possible. They are incredibly intelligent beings. And who knows what malicious plots they might have.
Well, the totem is maliciously powered by sacrifice as well. Cassian was nearly sacrificed when we were fighting before, so uh, I'm not sure if it needs only sapient sacrifice to get powered up.
It is likely the souls of animals are different than ours in what they offer magical power-wise. There is something about the spark of intelligence that makes soul shine bright.
Well, there goes that hope.
Could they have been placed against an aboleth?
Possible, but it might be one aboleth guarding against another, perhaps. He shrugs a little, goes, perhaps maybe I can glean something from your inscribed writings. If you had mal effects from your attempt to understand.
It was fearful.
You may not have been able to get the full picture.
It's
This
possible.
one is so fast.
Well, I will see what I can glean from this rotting piece of wood.
Also, there was something inside the obelisk. What was it?
A
Cassian?
ritual circle.
It's
It
the
was-
ritual circle.
It was the ritual circle, and that entire pillar is stone dead.
Yeah, he scratches his chin a bit and goes, sacrifice? I assume the ritual might have something to do with that then. Well, I will look into this, but in the meantime, I think we should leave it well enough alone until we understand more.
He nods.
In that case, I hope you'll forgive me. I am not the master of this language. It may take me some time to figure this out. Quicker if I... Yeah. He frowns a little bit and goes, I could journey to the teleportation circle and travel, but I am loath to leave you all alone here.
Yeah, very brave.
We have been alone before. We are not just small children, after all.
In that case, I may take a short trip, and in that case, I would today like to leave you some things to trial with practice, especially for warlocks. And he's looking at you, Nim, but he's saying it loudly, deliberately. There are some tricks that you can do that I might teach you. You'll have to figure them out, how to weave them in yourself, but I can give you the basics and you can work on them while I'm gone.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
And yes, I think that will suffice. Right. Okay. We are preparing to enter a period of downtime. So if there are any discussions you want to have with Tornfell before he leaves, now is the time to actually grab him and do so. Otherwise, what he's going to do is he's going to take Nim and Iala. It's up to you whether you want to make some excuse to join them or so on. Or
He does.
Okay, what's your excuse to join them?
I am. You said you'd teach me some tricks before, and I would like to see what you're teaching Nim here. If I can apply it to my own knowledge.
He looks over at Cassian and goes, maybe not much use to you, but you can come and observe if you wish, young Iala.
I am certain Yalia just wants to make sure that they are very knowledgeable of my capabilities. Right, Yalia? It's important to know when you're dealing with Warlock, right, Yalia?
Of course. It would be very good knowledge for any warlock to learn.
Or
But
for,
just
for a mage who is trying to watch out for warlocks.
exactly. I am
Like-
sure that this is the reason that knowledgeable people like Iala will learn such stuff. It is very important for her to do so. To
It would
find
be-
stuff.
I'm
that
surprised
are
Cassian is
dangerous.
also not taking an interest in knowing the tricks you are teaching me.
Cassian holds up the book that he was given. I
Yes.
have a lot of reading to still do.
Cassian
Okay.
has a better use of his time. As
Well,
for
it seems Iala will be the warlock keeper.
Seems so.
right,
Cassian goes, "Good luck with that. She's a handful."
okay. Toryfell is going to take Nim and Ialius aside tonight, and literally,
Baby.
She's literally a handful.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to basically start teaching you some methods to. It's not exactly altering a spell. What it is doing is he's teaching you some like extra cantrippery. It's almost like prestidigitation overlaid over top of your standard warlock casting to essentially make it appear as if it has standard arcane components fueling it.
Okay. It's basically the theater of magic.
It is
I'm
the
being
theater
taught.
of magic, yes.
Yes. So yes, I am learning the theater of magic from Thorinfell.
Theatre of magic with some legitimate power behind it. It's not like you're not getting true, magic initiate to wizard, but you're getting like almost a step there.
Nim doing her best to cover up for Iala as much as possible. But Iala wants to learn this too. But also, it knows Iala
as
doesn't want
they're
everybody to know
doing
she's a
that,
warlock yet.
Taryc,
Yes.
there is a sudden cracking.
I'm guessing I know exactly from where.
Well, you also hear a meep and a thump as Nomi like falls. Like, Nomi doesn't really fall, and Nomi isn't tossed. It's just like that bit of the egg and suddenly rise, and Nomi just slid down the rest of the egg. In fact, I'm sure many of you have seen those videos of how pigeons fall into the pits. Yeah, Nomi just does that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maintains
what's
pose,
going on?
plummets. And suddenly
rushing
this
over to
large drake-like head is poking out of the egg. You see claws like sort of reaching up, grasping, and this large drake-like creature is pushing its way out.
Wow.
Roll for initiative.
The merchant was telling the truth on what it was.
As it sort of breaks its way out, it looks up at you, Taryc, and it opens up its maw, and you get this sound sort of. Rah!
Oh god, now we have two of them. Hello there. Gonna kind of, the reach out towards new animal friend.
It's immediately just
Purple.
pushing its head up against your hand.
That works. Gonna give it a little pet and whatnot, and help it get the rest of the way out if it wasn't already out of the
You
egg.
help it get it out fully, and as you do so, it sort of leans into you a bit, and then it's like it's leaning its head down, and it's starting to chomp on its shell, starting to devour the eggs, loud crunching noises.
Calcium.
I'm gonna guess 23 is enough for me to understand this is what probably normally happens
Yes.
with
Yes,
reptilian
it
eggs.
is. This is fairly normal behavior.
I'm just gonna kind of sit down next to it. I'm gonna get the blankets and whatnot away from the egg so it doesn't eat the blankets, and just gonna kind of talk sounds weird, but kind of talk at it
Yeah,
and.
no, it doesn't sound weird.
Yeah.
It seems appropriate to talk at the
I
newborn.
wasn't sure if that's really the word that I was directly going for, but make sounds sound
Are
even
you're like
worse.
cooing at it
Yes.
and trying to make sounds and relate to it, but you could
Yes.
talk to it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what people do. They talk to animals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pet it. Make sure it's not hurting itself on the egg. Don't know how tough a new. It's one of those things of, what does a person who never helped the lizard hatch do? I don't know exactly. I rolled nature. I probably know some stuff to do.
So
But-
yeah, this appears to be. It's not quite a dragon, but it is far more than a guard drake is. It has a pair of wings that do not seem to be unfurled, and they don't look like they're big enough to actually support it.
Oh, it's got the little tiny flippy
Yeah,
flaps.
it's got little fluffy flaps. Presumably those will grow. But yeah, you don't know the
You're
exact
making sure
creature,
it's little,
but
you're making sure the little umbilical goes off fried from the egg and doesn't get ripped before it's
It's-
free.
definitely draconic.
The baby.
Which everyone else in here will see this happen. Unfortunately, Iala does not get to witness a dragon coming into the world.
Yeah, Iala and Nim don't get to witness this, so they're busy.
Oh, actually, that's even
d-
sadder
Does
for
any
him.
do we get called in the room with Torrid
mean-
Fell when this happens?
Well, Nim, you're getting flashes from Nomi of am parent.
The egg has hatched. Do we want to go see the baby?
Nomi
Nice
is like trying to pick up a chunk of shell and trying to feed it to the drake. It works. It's just like very
Yeah.
tiny nibbles.
I'm gonna kind of start doing that too.
Are you picking up with your mouth and trying to feed it to the trig?
I think that might cause other problems.
You can feed the
You
drake
know.
far more effectively like by picking up handfuls of shell and like
Yes, I know.
big chunks.
I was
feeding
gonna
it.
say the
But
bigger
Nomi
problem with
Nomi
the
is still
mouth.
like doing tiny pseudo dragon mouthfuls
Yep.
to giant drake.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna help feed the drake and.
Oh no,
What
Nami
else?
thinks they're a father or
Yeah.
mother. I don't know which. I don't actually know
You
what
don't know
gender
what
Nami
Nomi's
is.
gender is.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what Nami is.
Nami is parent thinks his parent.
Nami is amazing. That's all I know about Nami.
Torenfell
You
just
know-
sort of goes, well, we may as well pause in this lesson and go see the baby. And
I'll go see the baby.
yeah, you see the baby. You see Nomi basically very proudly puffed up.
I'm gonna go over to Nami and go, oh, you have baby!
Head bobbing. And yeah, you have your companion.
It's gonna be the derpiest drake ever, thanks to Nami.
The rest of your night will be basically taken up like situating this clumsy beast, clumsy and curious,
Yep.
which is an awful combo.
Yep, especially since it is a small creature, not a
In
tiny
fact,
creature.
Can you just go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw? DC is 5. You're not getting any sleep
it-
tonight.
Does it?
Okay, you're good.
Does it? Does it
Just
soil the
barely.
bed in the middle of the night?
Does it what?
Does it soil the bed in the middle of the night? It's not house trained yet.
Oh god.
Yeah, probably. But yes, Taryc isn't going to get any actual rest tonight. But you do not get a point of
Yeah.
exhaustion.
Okay.
Um,
I'm probably actually like going and claiming pieces of the stag to feed it periodically. Because after it finishes the egg, it's probably still hungry.
oh yeah.
They're always hungry.
You're
Pepe's
able to
always
butcher and
hungry.
feed the party and yourself, and that night passes uneventfully again. No strange beckonings from the plains. Oh, actually, no, I can't say that. Everybody, go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh,
Goodbye, charisma. Goodbye, charisma. Goodbye, charisma. I rolled a 9. Okay.
Oh no!
Wow.
I think I might use my reroll.
I don't have a
I
reroll.
don't have any. I
Everyone's
used them all.
screwed.
I'll use my reroll.
I used mine.
That's better.
Noah. Okay. Iala and Noah have very peaceful dreams. Cassian, Nim, and Taryc, you dream that you are standing atop of a stone slab that feels like it's. You look down at it.
You actually get a dream.
Oh, actually, yeah, you don't sleep, so you're fine. Yeah, in that case, Cassian and Nim. You dream that you are in a dark, dark place, a stone slab beneath you, but the way it's segmented, your mind just screams doorway. This is a doorway. It's like a entrance to a tomb or a temple or something. And around it, you see 5 crystals, lights. It's a little hard. It changes in your dream logic. There seems sometimes it's like these faceted gems. Other times it's these glowing embers. But you see 2 of them are dim, winked out, dead gems, smouldering flames all gone. One, you get the feeling of coldness from. Like whatever was there was something like the chill of the grave, the chill touch of death. The other gem, sheer malevolence and a possessiveness. But that too is just lingering on. And you try to regard the other 3, still lit, still glowing. And you feel something from beneath, calling to you, beckoning, and trying to seep out, able to push out just a little bit. And you see one of those gems flickering, and the energy from it green, purple, vibrant, almost melodical, like revelry and nature. It's flickering and struggling. And you get that feeling as it starts to wink out that the thing beneath is just pushing out all the stronger. That is what you will dream tonight.
Oh, cool. So I got to see how Hanover died. That's neat.
And you awaken. Taryc, you haven't slept. Like
Never slept.
Well, you might
I've
have gotten, you got
I've had like 5, 10, 20 minutes
yeah,
maybe.
scattered throughout, but you've not gotten a proper rest.
Yep, that reminds me. I need to not add that hit die on.
Mhm.
So you
As
get
soon as
asleep.
Cassian wakes up, he's got paper out and he's writing.
Okay, you can write stuff
And
down.
he's trying to make drawings and whatnot, and while it's still there.
Nim's kind of stumbling out to everybody. I had a bad dream.
So did I. It was really bad. Not good.
There were
not good.
lights, and one of the lights was like music and beauty, and I don't know. And then there were like 4 other lights, and 2 of the
2 were
lights
burned
were
out.
and
One
one was
was-
kind of cold, and then
and
there were the
malevolent.
other 2, and then
There was something beneath you.
yes, that is what I had dream of. It's very bad, and there's like a door with a stone slab.
As Cassian draws, he's turning around towards Nim like this.
It's hard to say, Nim. You both dreamt of this thing, but there's nothing to say that your dreams were the same.
Hard to say. That is shape seems a bit off.
And Cassian
draw.
is actually in a frenzy wrawing and writing.
Also, there
Yeah.
were crystals, bright crystals.
They're a lot higher than that.
Mr. Fell's already gone, right?
Yeah, he's gone.
Did he leave before we started watches? I mean, or do we just now? Is he just gone? We never saw him leave.
I will say that we're gonna say, Noah, you were the one to actually see him depart.
Okay.
He did bit
So-
farewell, just left.
He probably took his long
He
rest
took
and then got up
he
and
took
left.
Kelon with him. Relessa has been left behind.
So the little golem's still here.
Yes.
Well, that is strange and sad. I do not know what those portents mean. Did anybody else have weird dreams, or maybe it was bad venison?
I didn't sleep.
Oh,
Pet surf.
I have had a dream, and it sounds like we had a similar dream.
Nima's going to go over and try to pat the baby Drake on the face.
It takes a pat. It does look like it for a moment. It looks curious about eating you. But
Eric's just gonna be like, she's a friend.
Taryc says she's a friend, and Nomi also meeps at it, which makes it stop. And it just like it's like it's nudging at you too hard with its muzzle, but it's not doing it in a nasty way. You're just getting shoved
It's
because
like-
it's curious.
It's that I don't know how strong I am. Shove.
It's like a Great Dane puppy playing with
Yeah.
anything smaller than it.
Yeah.
It's
Too
just,
much.
Just wait
Just
until the
slap.
great big paw comes down. Swap. Yeah. Fel is gone, and you relay your strange
we have
dreams.
so many dragons in our party. We are so blessed.
Yes.
We have
That
3
is a
dragons.
drake, not a dragon.
This dragon to me.
It's
He's really
dragging
got
its tail. Sorry. Not in character comment there.
I think all dragons are beautiful.
Yes, it's true. Not all drakes, so.
Oh,
This one gets a pass, though. It is cute.
Eric unnarrows her eye.
Taryc, my baby is adorable.
Pretty much. Best part is because it's small and I can actually like pick it up like a puppy.
Well,
So you get to spend the next few days getting acquainted with this Drake, going about chores. You do get a big food delivery from the village, as was promised.
yeah.
You are able to go about and you can check what you need carpentry, or you can have the carpenter come out if you so want.
We'll have the
Yeah.
carpenter come out, and we can go through the
And
buildings.
they'll start like going over. Oh, hey, this needs to be patched up. You know, do you want this kind of furniture and so on? You can start planning.
Yeah.
There are no requests from the village for anything you need to do, so you essentially have a bit of free time where you can practice skills and have some time alone. Torrenfeld's gone a few days, which no surprise if he's traveling out. He's probably spending some actual time. Relessa does just standard patrol routes, seems to wander about, and at night takes vantage on the tower. Noah, during the week you'll notice your little gifted flower crown does not wilt at all.
Interesting.
They gave us a really nice gift, it seems. I was
Um,
going to just keep it on a dresser and not and keep like the clutter away from it and give it just a little respect for the gift.
a week is going to go by.
I am during that time going to buy a bottle of wine from town,
You can do that, yep.
and then me and Nami are going to leave it at the tree.
Okay.
because It's always good to leave offerings every once in a while.
yeah,
so
is
it's like,
anyone else
what
leaving
about a
any
week
more
goes by, I
offerings?
want to do that.
I will actually ask between Noah and Nim of what other offerings to do, because
I'm assuming it's not going to be a
Another
fine
say.
bottle. I'm figuring like a couple gold pieces because I doubt I could get a fine bottle. of wine in this
You
town.
you can do a gold piece.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I'll do a gold piece for that then. So yeah, I'll do a gold piece. I will tell you, they like sweet things, they like pastries, and they like wine, and that's about as much as I know about Fae because it's all very secondhand.
If you
I w-
want,
I
if you
would-
go into the village in the morning, you can get some nice baked goods.
I
It's
would,
nothing
all
fancy, but
kinds
they're
of
nice
fun
sweet
stuff.
rolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy sweet rolls anyway and leave like one there with
Mhm.
the wine because Nami wants most of them.
Yeah.
And then I would also like to during downtime I want to make time to visit with the Brownie family and
Okay.
maybe see if they do any tailoring for
In
clothing.
that case, you can get started knowing the whispers a bit. Which they're just generally excited to have you over. Lilac in
Yeah.
particular seems happy to have somebody for her daughter to meet. So you know, the whispers are the only brownies in this village.
Yeah.
And their daughter, who she's about 13 years old, is just enraptured by you. Like, you know, an adventurer of, and they think of you as a brownie. Like, they don't really make the distinction.
Yeah, it's not really
Yeah,
taught that way, so
yeah. And you get pestered a lot about like, oh yeah, what can you do? What have you done? You get to know them, and yes, Lilac is not a professional tailor by any means, but she's a home tailor. You know, she knows how to make up some clothes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fast and it's
Yeah.
not like
It's
yeah
not
whatever,
fancy, but it's comfortable and it's sturdy.
yeah. So she might like talk about getting some work clothes kind of made up just for out and about because she's also like kind of asking them like how they get materials and things custom made. Does that happen very much in the village? That kind of thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's just vague stuff I want to do.
Yeah, you can do that. And during the week, you will all have enough time. You're fresh in your adventures. You're still relatively young each. Still got exciting things. You are all going to have time to learn a single skill proficiency. This can be either a proficiency or it can be a tool. I would even allow a language if you wanted.
I have a question outside of that. So when we're done with that part, I have with a couple of things that because I was told that there was some javelins commissioned, I was actually going to hope to go down and
You can collect those. Yes.
it's commission more. I wanted to actually get my count up to 12, so I have 2 full sets.
Okay. Yep. You can.
So I
You
need
can commission that.
8. Okay. Standard cost,
Standard
so I
price.
can just take.
And,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
who else was also joining and leaving stuff for the Fae? Sorry, I kind
I
of
am.
interrupted about that. You are
That was the other half of when I go down. Was I was going to
get some
get
stuff.
some pastries because I figured I'd go down early in the morning because that way it doesn't look like I'm trying to
I'm
go.
genuinely scared of fucking up with the Fae. I don't want them to come get me in the middle of the night.
And I will say, towards the end of this week, it's early in the morning. You also actually can everyone give me another set of Christmas saves?
No.
Am I actually getting sleep?
Yes,
Is this
you
for
are getting
sleep
sleep
stuff?
this time. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me see. I didn't roll low enough to get anything back. So
For heaven's sake!
Wow.
no.
Oh wait, I get an inspiration back because no, I used my inspiration on that.
Yeah. Use inspiration to reroll.
Does anyone that rolled below a 10, you also have those dreams. Once again.
Because this is player curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure some out. How many total gems were there?
5.
Okay, then my math didn't. Yes, okay.
And it is on one of those last nights where you have the dreams that a whole bunch of you awake early in the morning. Like it's still like the sun's barely peeking up over the horizon. There's still that like almost that dusk darkness, you know. You awake with your dream focused on that flickering gem, and you hear, "Help us." And it snaps Nim, Taryc, and Iala are awake.
Okay, that was okay. We weren't awake when we heard it. That my brain crossed otherwise. Okay.
Did you have the nightmare too?
Yes.
He wants us
wasn't
to
asleep,
help
but
them. We have to help them.
help who?
The
What
people.
was that?
I think those lights are people.
From there.
You
I
all
don't
hear
know.
music. Noah, it's one of the tunes you were playing.
Huh? After having a
No.
nice
Sounds like it's being
Let me wake
played on some pipes.
Let me wake up.
after having a
Let me.
nice restful sleep, Noah's awoken by the music.
You like that
I'm
noise?
sorry, just like I'm just sitting there with this shut my wake up. Wake up.
Nami engulfs your head briefly.
Ah! I don't hear the music anymore. Is it over now?
Let's go. Like, it just sort of glowers at you a bit.
Mm.
I know this tune.
You know that tune, Noah?
Yeah, I was playing it the other day.
Oh, shall we go out and find out what's going on? Is everybody awake?
I am now.
Yes.
Thaumaturgy ×3. Wake up!
There is a thrashing of the Drake as it was sleeping on its back soundly, wiggles about, desperately clawing at the air as it tries to right itself.
Gonna help him turn over. Not gonna get them back to sleep anytime soon.
No, I wake them up. Here, now we have the sugar. Let's go. No, let's go find out what this music is, if it's still there.
Noah's going to prance outside.
Give me.
Goodbye.
As you start to head outside, you'll hear a voice following with that music from the forest. It's singing, "Come, sweet heroes, wander from the light. Step into the darkness of my night."
Are you supposed to follow the strange hummings coming from the forests? Isn't that like something you're not supposed to do with the Fae?
Yeah, but also they're playing the same song that I was, so hopefully it means that they're acknowledging our presence and maybe they want to talk. Just be careful. Don't say anything 3 times.
Don't say anything.
How many
3
times?
Don't say
3.
anything 3 times. Don't say anything 3 times.
Oh, you just said something 3 times.
Something. Something. Something.
Oh god, I forgot the negative on armor.
Alright, I'm following into the woods. You know, I do think though that this is a very spooky song. It's got like something eerie you'd hear over a garden wall or something.
Yeah, that's
Unfortunately, someone doesn't trust what's going on and is actually taking 5 minutes to put armor on because I don't trust what's going on.
I'm worried the music will stop in that amount of time. That's why I'm just going.
Well, that's why I'm not holding anyone back. She can track. So
Please do not run into the forest. Observe Fae safety regulations when approaching strange music.
What is fate? What is what?
imagine Noah has a handbook.
Have you been tying colored tethers around the woods?
I mean, I could.
It would actually be useful for finding our way. Anyway, which way is sound? That way? Maybe? No, that way?
It is towards your offering spot and deeper into the woods. Are you going to follow the music?
Yeah.
Go along.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I've got Nami.
Nami
And
stops
hopefully
and
you.
snuffles at the offering spot as if like we left food here. Where is it?
Yeah, the food's gone. I'm assuming.
It's gone. And as you head in, is anyone not following?
After 5 minutes, I'll follow. I'll also long strider to
Okay.
catch up.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going in the first wave.
Okay.
I think I'm probably
The
the only one
first
holding
wave.
back.
The first wave.
I think I'm probably the only one not going right away.
Yeah, you're gonna be delayed because even long strider that only has like 10 feet of movement, right?
Yeah, that puts me to 40.
Okay. Everyone but Taryc then. You will arrive and you notice, even though it's not light out, the forest grows darker as you press in, and darker than it feels like it should. And the trees didn't seem quite as overgrown last time you were in here. Just something feels off. And as you follow in, you step into a small opening and suddenly the music stops.
Oh, we made the music go away.
Noah's going to. Can I do perception for Noah to look around?
Yeah.
Nim's ears are gonna visibly droop.
Anyone that wants to do perception checks can do perception checks. Wow.
I'm
look
going
at
to
that.
cast Fairy Fire.
None can escape my gaze. I mean, I look around the forest.
I cast Fairy Fire and then I look around.
I'm so tired.
Um,
And
Noah and Cassian, you will see them. They're not in this little glade that you are. They're further away from it, deep in the trees once more. You see that shadowed figure, once again, long fingers curled around the tree trunk, peeking out, eyes glimmering.
oh, great! It's the two people who didn't see it last time.
You now see this figure. And as you do, you see no mouth movement. Its body doesn't even twitch. There's no hint of breath coming from it to propel its words. But you simply hear, and it's like it's speaking right beside you, despite being such a distance away. Do not be afraid. You have stepped from your path, and I welcome you to my woods.
Hello.
Despite the warning, Iala is still a little bit scared.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I humbly accept your invitation to your woods.
Noah's going to give a curtsy.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Hello, my name is Nim, and I am very happy to come visit with you for a small bit. It is a beautiful woods that you keep. Thank you for being a good neighbor.
I am Pan. And the shadow slips behind the tree. And then to your left, you see it slip out from behind another one. Fingers curling, pulling itself out. I saw your gifts. The pixies, the sprites. They enjoyed them.
That is
Oh,
good.
good. I also enjoyed the gift that that we received in turn. It's very lovely.
I am glad. Why have you come?
Or I have come for adventure and new experiences. Things are getting more and more mysterious as time goes by, though, and it's getting kind of exciting.
A kind light guided us here to safety when the plains was very scary late at night, and it seems appropriate to give thanks to our neighbors in the woods who have been kind. And also curiosity, it is what kills adventurers.
Yes. Many adventurers have died here because of curiosity. Many by my hand.
Oh.
Well, I certainly
Is,
that we have not caused you issue.
Not yet.
is,
There
Is
was
there-
a cave with a gem inside of it containing a creature that was very ancient,
Yes.
and we do not have a lot of information of what it was, but the puzzle inside seemed fair in nature, requirement of being good, and
I helped
truly
with that
saying so.
long ago.
Could you tell us what was the nature of the creature in the crystal?
I cannot.
Why was it entrapped? Ah, that is unfortunate.
I thrice promised never to reveal.
then
If,
we will not press the matter.
yes, if you wish to know more, you should speak with the elf.
Which elf would we speak to?
It's the one in town, yes? The priestess?
I knew her as the one who lost her way.
She is a Lord worshipper.
That is not my secret to tell.
But you think it is a secret?
Indeed. You see a mirthful sort of closing of its eyes.
Oh, well,
And you could not tell us the nature of the being that was trapped in the gem, but you did help with putting it there. Do you think it is bad or good that it might not be in that gem anymore?
Bad. Good. For who?
For you.
For me? I can flee these lands, cross the Feywilds. It is of no concern.
So you're saying to something that you would flee from.
Indeed. We all have something to flee from.
So then it would be something bad.
No. To be forced to move is to take on another tale.
But I'm just saying it would be a negative situation that you would not endure being around it, right?
You assume to not endure is negative.
True, I guess some people could say that you have endured something, you become stronger, but I am not sure.
What a
I think,
boring rut to get stuck in.
It is a weird cycle that we have gotten into, but I am inferring that if it were to be a problem, you could just leave so you don't see it as that you have to worry if it is or is not a problem.
It slips behind that tree again and reappears to your left, your right rather. You notice it's getting closer.
Your Essel, I think they died in that cave.
No, not that cave. On the plains.
would you happen to know what's up with those planes?
Yes.
Would you care to share that information with us?
I would not.
Would you trade that information?
Perhaps in part.
What would be a suitable trade for what part of information you would give?
There is only one thing I desire.
What is your desire, Great Pan?
I want my love back.
Oh, Ethel,
She is
where
dead.
would that be?
Ethel took a great part of me with her, and now it is gone.
wish to reclaim?
Reclaim what? Reclaim what?
Like,
Iala is trying to follow all this back and forth, but she doesn't know what to do with the Fae.
When a
Probably at
person
this point,
makes a
Taryc, you can show up.
when a person makes a
Okay.
pact with a great being, such as a water spirit or a lord or lady of the Fae, they are often given a token of their affection. It is their love. It is their power, and often it is kept as a keepsake, as something to focus your energy through and gain. And if this wonderful Fae had given love to a mortal who died somewhere, they may have left that trinket somewhere on the plains.
Oh boy.
So a bit of their power, a bit of their love is stranded out there. Is that what is correct, Pan?
You're a clever creature. Return my love to me, and you will have my aid.
Do you know vaguely which direction in the plains they went? It is a large area to cover.
I cannot step beyond these woods, and I would not know.
Could you describe the trinket to us? Perhaps?
No.
Uh-huh.
Can you feel a pull the direction of your love? You are connected to them,
The
even if you cannot leave these woods. There must be a way that your sight is pulled.
creature steps behind the tree, and you don't see it reappear, but you do feel that gaze on the back of your necks.
Gonna turn around.
It's
Not
so close to you. It is
around.
at the tree line. It could reach out and touch you, Taryc.
Okay. Okay, so this isn't actually in. So it can't enter.
You're in this little glade,
Okay.
and you see it there. It's looming. This being, it's hard to tell how tall it is because it's sort of leaning around this tree. You don't see most of its body, but like its head is about 10 feet up, and it's just gazing at you, and you see it sort of reach out a hand briefly and then just drift it backwards to point back through the woods. I feel it out there. You have a tarnished soul with you. When it is gone, I feel relief, and I am relieved now. But when it returns, ask it.
we shall do that, noble Pan. We will see if we can reclaim your love for you.
Do not cease your offerings. They please my subjects where I no longer can.
It will do.
Of
Right.
course.
Then,
Great man.
did he say to cease or
Do not cease.
do not cease? Okay, I missed the do not. Okay, that's why I was suddenly double checking. I'm like, wait a second. Yes.
Yeah, we'll continue to try to be good neighbors, Great Pan. And I swear on the song in my heart, if we are able to find Essel's vessel, we will see it returned. I swear on the song of my heart, if we are able to find Essel's vessel, we will see it returned. I swear on the song of my heart, if we are able to find Essel's vessel, I will see it returned.
We're getting a Princess Pride moment here.
Its head
Sorry, that is
cants to the
Vessel.
side. You are bound by your word, little one.
I know.
If you bring my love back to me, I shall give you my mourning in kind to keep and safekeep.
I would say freaking Nim has no idea what the mourning in kind means, but just accepting it.
Would
Uh,
Noah know?
No.
It is
That's-
way out there. I have no idea what
Looks-
this is a metaphor wrapped in a simile.
You came from a satyr. They're pretty normal as far as Fae go.
He looks at Noah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
You mentioned the tarnished soul. Do you know what it is tarnished by?
Yes.
Is it something that we should worry about?
Perhaps. Or perhaps you should take great revelry from it.
I'm always very confused when I deal with beings of greater power than me, because my small little mind just goes twirling around in circles and I don't know what's going on anymore.
We hear the Nim and the Drake in the back.
And even the
Knob
Drake.
and the Drake.
Yeah, Nom and the Drake.
The world of magic is a mysterious and deliberately vague place.
May we have safe passage out of your woods, great man.
That is not for me to decide.
Oh,
I do not tell the wolf what it can and cannot do. I do not guide your sense of direction. But no harm shall befall from me this day.
thank you, great man.
Thank you.
And Pan slips back behind a tree and does not reappear.
Oh wait, Pan, we've been having weird. God damn it!
You really like handing out your words easily.
What?
You gotta be more careful with that.
About what?
About handing out your words to random
I-
fae you meet in the woods.
I made a promise that I believe I can keep. I
Yeah,
will do everything in my power to bring back this vessel to them if I were to find it. I do not claim that I will find it. I will do it if I can find it. If I am able to do it, I will bring it here. That is all I have promised.
yeah, but
I will not keep it for myself.
the extent of being able to could vary in meaning to fae to fae.
It does. That is why I was very careful with my wording.
If you say so.
Well, you are Satyr, you are closer to Fae. If you say that I have done wrong, then I have done wrong, and I will
It's like
accept
Ron-
that. I do not
I
wish
guess-
to I do not wish to insult the Fae people if I am doing so. I am very sorry, great
Oh
Noah.
no, it's not insulting. It's just kind of reckless. Is all I'm saying. It's just
Okay,
know,
I
if
will stop. I'm sorry.
if you give your promise that you can do everything in your power to get something back, even if like both your legs are cut off, your arms still work, and so you'll still have to drag yourself in order to, because it's still within your power to do so. It's like you have
I
to be
would
very careful.
I would still try though. It is very important to them. They have lost a part of themselves, Noah.
Yes, I know.
Nim's
It's-
actually like very like almost cradling her hand where her ring is. It is a very very important and beautiful gift that has been shared.
But
You
also,
can when you are a
careful.
warlock and you make patron promise, it is deep in the soul. It is very meaningful. It is somebody is giving something to someone that is dear. And if your patron is the one putting themselves out there, they are a good patron, and they give you this power, they give you this, then they are giving you trust and love. If they are not, they are doing something to you, and that leaves a hole in the person, and you would want that back.
Yes, but also be careful with who you say you promise to. Like I'm saying, that it's. I really would like to help Pan, but also just be careful.
Nami is
I'm just.
starting to mimic both of you mockingly.
I know, Nami, I am wrong. I won't do it again, Noah. I will stop talking to Faye, okay?
That's not what I'm saying.
No, you're saying I make dangerous promises when I talk. I should not make assumptions of my ability. I will not do that. I take to heart. No more. Okay. No more.
You're very vexing to talk to, Nim.
I am trying to take message that you are giving me. You tell me I should not tell somebody that I will do everything I can to help them. And if it is something that I am able to do, I cannot promise that I will find this vessel. It is big, big, scary plains. No way I know where it is, right? But if I did find it and I could come back, I would come back and I would give it to them. And that is heart of what I meant. If that is too dangerous to say, I am not wise, and I am very clever in lots of ways, but it sometimes gets me in trouble. It is one of my vices, but I am proud of what I am. So I take to heart that you say maybe I am not best for talking to a very powerful creature, because I would get myself in trouble. You give me such counsel, I take and say, okay, I talk to them less. Is
Yeah,
that too vexing?
And all I'm saying is, don't sign contracts with people like as soon as you meet them. That's super dangerous.
Nim is
Like,
giving you the most
like,
blank look. What do
like
you
to
think I did the first time I met my beautiful and amazing patron?
so
It has been the most wonderful thing that I have done with my life. I jumped into the water feet first, and I am so happy. It
you
is
don't want.
danger, but it is everything to my life.
But just careful not to pick up as like.
I will not serve another patron. No, I do. I'm not. I am not shopping.
I all I'm just I'm just letting you know that using the thrice word thing on every Fae you meet is just looking for trouble. So it, I'm just
All
just
right,
trying to look out for you.
I know you're trying to look out for me, and I understand. I thought it was a good move to show we were aligned of the nature of trying to be helpful to our neighbor. You see, if neighbor is happy, they will watch out for us, maybe. And if they watch out for us, maybe they watch out for my patron, and she has stronger alliance, and then she grows more power, more prestige, and that makes Nim happy. And Nim want her to have many powerful, strong allies from hard work Nim does. But I see what you say, and as I said, I will take to heart. I will not be brazen with Faye.
Uh, just need would like to learn more about our neighbor before we start making thrice word deals with them. But
I just
like,
thought they were nice and maybe sent Wisp to help us get safely to town. So you are right, that is bad assumption. Maybe I should not assume.
it's just the laws of Fae are like
Let us
very.
get out of the the
The
forest, and
Yeah. Okay. I'm just. Yeah. I think I'm ready to go back to bed now.
I think
want
it
to have
is too late
breakfast.
to go back to bed.
I'm going back
Breakfast.
to bed. Night, everyone.
Okay, leaving the dragon in the forest, just like
Goodbye.
taking the tree
Goodbye,
with
Yalia. Yalia will be loved by so many sprites
Right.
and satyrs.
You return back to your building, and you arrive to find Torin Fell waiting there.
Iala curses under her breath. That means she can't go back to bed.
Gonna
Mr. Fell, welcome
wave.
back.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
Good morning. Thank you for the warm welcome. You're up quite early.
We're just meeting the
Yes.
neighbors.
Well, I hope the meeting went well.
It-
Can you tell us more about Essel?
He digs around in his satchel a bit and looks. Let's see, Esso Deidre. He deliberately air quotes of Fey sorcerer and let's see, servitor. She was 23 years old. Had quite a illustrious start to her career. Decently ranked adventurer. Didn't know her myself. Didn't know any of these people. I know she was found in many pieces.
Where?
We found her in the cave. Remember, Noah, when we went into the spooky cave?
You found her in the cave?
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
That
that's
wasn't
where
on
we
the
found all
list.
the.
That was she
Found
wasn't
the
one of the ones we
butcher body.
found.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was the one.
We didn't
who
find
found-
any of the
you
original.
found, you
Oh.
found two old adventuring bodies in the cave, Boba
That
Fett
was-
and whatever the other random name I
Oh,
gave was.
I misunderstood because there was a huge pile of dead bodies, and then I think I just assumed all the names were for that. So I
No.
was just like, oh, these must be other things.
No,
Okay.
the band of adventurers, this name is the ones that were found dead on the plains.
Or yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so dead on the plains. So they were found dead on the plains somewhere. Do we have a direction?
Well, yes, I have the spot marked out on the map if you wish to journey out there.
We
Who
do.
found them?
One of the townsfolk.
Do the townsfolk regularly go out on the plains with everything that seems to happen out there with?
A couple of them brave the plains, yes,
It is probably more dangerous at nighttime than daytime.
indeed.
So maybe they risk it during the day and they avoid it at night.
Indeed.
Maybe that is something we should do.
Sounds like a good plan.
But Torinfell is going to just scribble like you guys don't really have a map. You've got this really crude localized thing. He basically just marks down vague spot direction wise. There's no landmarking on it. But he goes, they are near, were near one of the larger rock formations. It juts out, and he's going to sketch out a rock formation for you to find.
Were the bodies brought back, or what remained of them, or were they left out there? Do you know?
No, apparently a substantial part of them was brought back. Can't say there was everything. Unfortunately, I have not been able to examine them. They were buried by the priestess.
Buried in town?
Not in town, but nearby, yes. If you wish to
maybe to
exhume
that.
them, you'll have to talk to the priestess.
We've been having nightmares since you left.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was that comforting a present to you.
You really are.
But when you say nightmares,
Similar.
shared.
Yes.
That is troubling. What were they of?
Sometimes it's lights or crystals, and there are 5 of them, and 2 of them go out or are out. Cassian,
One
do you
is
remember?
flickering.
One is flickering, one is cold. The flickering one is almost melodic to it.
And one
there was
is
a voice.
Cassian's
benevolent.
going to bust out all his drawings and notes.
Cassian's been keeping accurate depictions of it.
Good lord. Okay.
It's copious amounts of information.
He's going to look over these and let me roll something for him real quick.
Did anyone else have one today that cried for help?
Yes, I did. Help us. I believe is what I heard.
Something was pushing on the stone slab beneath me.
And there was like a stone door.
Cassian, he's taking one particular piece of parchment from you. It's your attempts to scribble like the thing you were standing on.
Mm-hmm.
You've marked where like the gems were around its edge, and like it is the point where you're trying to like scribe out markings you've seen, but you couldn't remember them clearly, so it's just like overlaying scribbles, right?
It's like trying to read in a dream. It
Yeah.
usually doesn't work, but Cassian was
But
trying.
Torinfel's looking at it, and he grabs out his own quill, not even using charcoal, just grabbing a quill, dipping it into ink, and he seems to be overlaying something he's spotted in your sort of mad little rubbings. And he goes, whatever these represent, they each have something associated with them. There's no distinct symbol, but the shapes. And he is just like doing like shapes that might be suggested within your scribblings. And he's like, this looks an awful lot like sylvan textual stylings. This looks an awful lot like the old tongue of forever, the dead. And this here is much like the abyssal markings on the obelisk. Here, I would deem this Enochian. And this, what is this?
I can read Enochian. I was learned.
This is the devil's tongue, fiendish. And so you now have laid out each quadrant. Essentially, he has marked out with radiant, abyssal, fey, fiend, and necromantic. The necromantic and the abyssal symbols align with the 2 gems that are gone. The fey one aligns with the flickering one from your dream.
So hear me out on this. The 5 gems represent something that's being powered or held to keep whatever's down there down. I think we just broke, and I'm going to point to the necromantic one. I think we broke this one. I think the obelisk was powering it.
I think but the obelisk is abyssal, no? Is that
I wonder.
was the abyssal one broken, or was that still
the
one of the lit
The
ones?
abyssal one is broken.
Oh, the
okay.
abyssal. Okay, sorry.
Abyssal and necromantic are gone.
Okay,
Okay.
I thought you said
Okay.
fiendish was. Maybe whatever one, the point at the abyssal one, is why the obelisk is there. Maybe it was either figured out where it was, or it caused it to appear.
Maybe this is why Pan wants us to go there. Maybe it's connected. Maybe it is
Pan?
the Fae reaching us out to us. Yes, the Fae Lord that we met in the woods.
Our good neighbors that we were talking to this morning.
Who spoke directly with Pan?
Yes.
Yep.
Or one that claimed to be Pan. I couldn't tell you how you'd tell if one was. Although I'm guessing
Pan
you
is a
wouldn't want to.
relatively well-known Fae lord in folklore. Melodious, joyful, lures people into the woods with song and revelry, never to let them go, that traditional Fae stuff.
He didn't seem that.
Large deer-like creature.
Seemed like it. It was kind of shadowy.
Shadowy.
Seem
No, bright and
as
colourful.
I think that is why he is asking us to do what he did. He does not seem to fit the revelry type, although he was singing.
But I think that was to draw us into the woods.
I think it is very
Yes.
important that we heed our neighbors.
Yes.
They lost their servant on the plains, and their servant carried important Fae things. And they
Your
need them
found
back.
scribing suggests that is SL.
Yes.
So perhaps something has been left on the plains from where she fell.
Most
That's
likely.
what we.
And it would need to be returned to the Fae in the woods to probably balance things out.
Well then, I suppose you better make plans to travel the plains.
No.
Perhaps go seek the townsfolk that found the bodies and get a guide.
That would probably be the best. Not knowing exactly where it is, I probably would not be able to easily guide us there with a
Let me
actual
see.
map.
He's looking through other leaves of parchment, and it's becoming obvious. He has a report of some sort here, and he's leafing through it, trying to find information. And he goes, person listed as having found them is Bill.
I know, Bill, they're music man in the inn.
Oh, then you're already acquainted. Good.
Yes, they are very, very good at music.
I'm
They claim
curious.
that they are going to defeat me and claim Iala for their own. We are having
The
great
fans?
competition. Nothing?
I wonder why they were out in the plains.
A curious question in itself.
Is that probably the first thing we should start with, is going to find Bill. Unless someone has something besides
Well, I was
might
going to
just be
ask,
the
did you find
best.
anything out about the writings? Because you went and researched.
I have books to look through.
Okay.
Unfortunately, most of the searching was, in fact, even finding anything that's remotely helpful. I figured it's best I return with it before I delve in.
That seems like a very wise choice. I guess we will make plans to go look for Bill and see if we can go into planes. Unless there is something else we should be doing. Is your baby going to be okay here, or do we have to bring them with us?
I don't want to watch that creature. Take it.
I was gonna say I was planning on taking it. He's not quite that heavy yet.
Nami, do you want to stay here, or you want to come with?
Tavern food.
Nami wants to go to tavern. Okay.
All right. You all set out heading towards town, and that is where we're going to end this week's session.
Yay!
Yay! Okay.
Yay!
Now, question: did people keep their prayers up through the week?
I did.
I did. I was actually
I've been
going to
reading
say.
a book. I have a
You
book
have
I'm
been reading a
reading.
book. Yes, you've been very good.
I was
I've
going
been
to say during the
I was
week I
trying
was.
to decide if I should take religion as my book learning
You could
skill
do.
this session. I might do that, or insight. I might do religion.
I was going to say I was planning on the time outside of Drake caring for to be hunting and investigating through the woods, because knowing game trails and such through woods is part of the hunting and tracking too. So
Well, everybody can
And-
take 200 experience points.
200.
200 experience points. If you truly believe that you've been devout and faithful this week, you can have a point of piety.
Hooray.
I don't know how to be devout and faithful to
You
Bahamut.
have been
other than the
reading a
fact
good
that
Bahamut book. Yes, you can have a point of
I've
piety.
been reading a Bahamut book, and I've also been spoiling a pseudo dragon.
Yes.
I think I earned a point.
I am guessing since I've been actually actively feeding the
Yes,
party the
you
entire
are
week
good. Yes.
with hunting. And I'm going to click investigation because that's what I've been doing.
Hmm.
There's either that or medicine, and investigate I think fits.
And
Did
we
you say
shall
we
do
could
this.
get it?
Oh,
You say we can get an invocation for this,
No.
or
A language, a tool, or a skill.
yeah? Last time you said something about an extra
we've
invocation.
not hit that point yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
No problem.
You needed to, I think, be shopping for extra invocation, so that way you can learn it from Torrenfell. I think is what it was.
Okay.
I think right now Torrenfell's teaching us how to BS so people won't notice we're warlocks.
Yeah.
It's a flavor country thing.
Right.
I'm guessing we're not streaming right now.
Well, I was going to say, we will do this same time next week. And this will be the end of the stream.
Okay.